Sandra all the time is here with a cold heart through. She's the ears and the eyes for me and you. Every day, everyone want to hear from Sandra. And every time on the air, she's getting better. Tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mama, call Sandra in the morning and in the evening. They always calling Sandra. And when they start fighting, they calling Sandra.
That's right, folks. Everyone is telling their mama about the cold hard truth. Welcome to another episode with more truth telling, more problem solving, and of course, more tea spilling than ever before. Sit back, students, grab your tea and turn up the volume because class is now in session. Call in at 936-2626 because your voice matters. Share your opinion on issues that matter the most to you. Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing?
Hello.
Hi, how are you? You good?
I'm good. We've got about a minute 45.
All right. We'll just mute your music over there and we'll do our thing.
I know. I think I figured out I can hit the little mute button.
Yeah.
I'm not in the control panel often.
No. I totally get it. And you forget stuff.
Oh, you know what? It's just, I like to sit in my little corner and just make snide remarks.
You make Blake do all the heavy lifting.
It's the best. It's also better if you have someone talking because then they can interrupt while you're like figuring out the board.
Yeah.
You know, you're a one woman show. You know how it is. You've got a lot to control. Phones ringing all the time and every which way.
I know. I do have a smaller board, I must say, but you still gotta put
a lot
things
going
together.
on. You see, everyone can see all the stuff to do.
I know. People, I think people who, some people also think that I have a producer. They're like, oh, you've got a producer in the back end. I'm like, no.
People think that about us too. No, we're all self-sufficient.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I will be with you momentarily. So I will just mute. You can do shout outs to people and we'll be with you in a moment.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. See you soon.
Good. So good morning to everybody. Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts. As I'm speaking now, I'm multitasking and actually preparing the Instagram link because to go live on Instagram is a little bit more involved than YouTube and Facebook. So YouTube and Facebook, we can pre-schedule our live events and then basically just click start and it goes live on both. Honey child, can I tell y'all that
interesting news?
It's Blake and Aaron's Spilling the Tea with Sandy.
Cayman's top news headlines of the day from CMR.
All right. Good morning, Sandy.
So good morning, Aaron. How are you doing?
Fantastic. How's life in CMR world?
Yes, it's all good. So let me bring you up to speed. Quite ironically, yesterday there was a robbery at Captain's Bakery.
Oh no.
Yes, I know. And we were in the vicinity within minutes of it happening. So we were able to get some decent footage of the police as they arrived.
Wow.
Yes, pretty crazy. So what we do know is that right before 5 o'clock, I mean, the timing is pretty crazy as well.
Rush hour. Yeah. You would think that a lot of people would be around right there. That's kind of crazy.
Right. So right at that time, some geniuses decided to rob the Captain's Bakery. People are like, you think they were after the bread or the bread? Anywho, the police were on the scene fairly quickly, and then we could see them on Eastern Avenue, the FRU units, at the top of several neighborhoods, like down by Cox Lumber and the former Cox Lumber down that road. And they were kind of looking out. And of course, the helicopter was then quickly deployed. So no updates from the police. I don't think the police have actually said anything about this as yet. So we'll wait for them to say anything. I'm sure they'll do their standard. Yep, robbery happened. If you guys know anything, let us know.
Yeah. It's like, we need details. Like, was there a car? Did they run away?
Yes. I mean, that would be
we can't
so
know
good.
anything if we don't know anything.
Yeah. And we can't help too if we don't know what the police are looking for.
Yeah.
All right. So 3 missing teenagers. Yesterday, the police had reported that there were 3 teenagers that were missing. We're happy to say that this situation has been updated. And the teenagers, I guess they read the news and saw that they were wanted or missing. And they have now made contact with their families. So missing teens, Aaliyah Wright Carter, Nima Kalita Tatum, and Joshua Whitaker were all reported missing, and they have now been located, and their ages range from age 13 to 16, 2 16-year-olds and a 13-year-old, and they've now been reported missing and in good health. So I don't know if they were hanging out together, but the police say that on the 24th, they received 2 separate reports of missing females, a 16-year-old and 13-year-old, and then on the 27th, the 16-year-old young man went missing as well. So the girls, one was last seen leaving her house in West Bay on the 23rd, and the other one, her house in Bodden Town on the 23rd.
So, and it's like, where are they going to?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these kids. And it's strange now that the little boys are going missing, because before it was just primarily the young ladies that would go missing. So something's amiss. They're out there doing stuff, I guess. That probably shouldn't be doing. A former customs officer, David Lobo, has lost his appeal in a drug conviction. So Lobo was convicted and sentenced to 16 years in prison after he was found guilty of organizing the importation of 1.8 kilos of cocaine in liquid form in condoms that was transported by drug mules. Lobo maintained his innocence throughout the trial. However, telephone messages and the evidence given by his co-conspirators indicated that he was not only guilty, but a major player.
Wow.
So yes, both of his co-accused actually pleaded guilty to conspiracy to import cocaine and importing cocaine, and provided evidence that helped convict Lobo. So Lobo, a former customs officer, had been arrested previously to this for similar charges, but he got off. And then in this instance, he did not, he was found guilty and sentenced to 16 years. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
One of the issues that happened was that in April 2021, one of the co-conspirators basically recanted the evidence that he gave during the trial. Well, the appeals court found that the affidavit could not be trusted, as there was no evidence to how it came about, or why the date on it was almost a year before its arrival at the office of the DPP. And the appeal therefore found that Lobo's conviction was safe and dismissed the appeal. So there were some issues with this so-called recanting affidavit as well. So very, very bizarre stuff. Anyway, he'll stay in jail for a bit longer.
Yep, sounds like it.
Yeah,
especially with what he was doing.
Mm-hmm. So, in sort of international news, the Methodist Church, this is very, very interesting, has really moved the needle. United Methodist Church removes a ban on gay clergy, men and women.
Okay.
So, yeah, quite interesting. They've overturned their 40-year ban on gay clergy at their general conference on Wednesday, marking a historic shift in the church's stance on homosexuality. So this might come as a surprise to many, but back in 1984, the church banned self-avowed practicing homosexuals from becoming members of the clergy, and later adding other things to it, just including same-sex unions and so on. And so the vote now was a 692 to 51 vote. Church leaders passed several rules without debate, including overturning both its ban on the gay clergy and the penalties for holding same-sex marriage, because apparently they penalize them as well if they were involved in same-sex unions.
Oh, they were trying to do the don't ask, don't tell kind of.
Well, it wasn't just don't ask, don't tell. They would actually penalize them.
Okay.
So now that has been removed. So very interesting. Yeah, big shout out. Good news. Big shout out to the Caribbean Utilities Company. They have an employee who's won a CARICOM award. So this is pretty interesting. Pretty Jovi, maybe Jovi, not sure on the last name, has been instrumental in driving positive change across the Caribbean. Was recently awarded the CARICOM Caribbean Community Women in Sustainable Energy WISE is the acronym award. At the Caribbean Renewable Energy Forum. She was recognized by the Caribbean Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency for her outstanding contributions to the renewable sector across the Caribbean.
All right, great. Does she get a raise?
I'm not so sure about that.
Just a shiny medal.
They say that she's been instrumental in developing the national and company policies regarding power quality, electric vehicles, energy conservation, and renewable energy. And she's also done data analysis and made recommendations for improving grid operations and quality of supply. So really good.
I think she should get a raise.
Always say that they pride themselves in being a company that promotes women into management positions and that they have a higher than, I guess, most number of women leading in the organization.
Awesome.
There you go, honey child.
Great feel-good story.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Alrighty. Okay, you enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Yeah, and we'll see you for the Friday show.
Okay. And don't forget, this morning we're going to have a lot of information being shared about the Emancipation celebrations that are coming up for this holiday weekend. Remember Monday's Monday?
Right. Monday is a bank holiday. Okay.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Okay.
See ya.
See you later. There's Sandy and spilling the tea.
All right, folks. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Hello. Shaka Zulu, Diamond Princess, Giovanni, buenos dias. I'm good. I'm good. How are you? Miss Morna, good morning. Miss Alba says, buenos dias, Sandy. ¿Cómo estás? Yo estoy muy bien. Aliano, good morning. Stephanie, morning to you. Ervelyn, Miss Hilda. Robert is in the house. Negra Pula, buenos dias. Says good morning all. Wee, so good to see you. Miss Olivia Everton joining us from the US of A. Leroy joining us from GT. Good morning. Leroy talking about the Captain's Bakery robbery. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Patricia Blake in the house. Good morning, Patricia. Strong Wilt says good morning, Sandy. Happy Thursday. And everyone. Yes, Thursday. Miss Debbie. Good morning. How you doing, honey child? Who else we got this morning? Over 200 folks. Rise and shine. Miss Debbie saying good morning, Zeus. He's actually here this morning. He's right by my feet, honey child. I gotta make sure I don't stand on him. My goodness. He is such a cuddler. Oh my gosh. You know, all dogs have their own little quirks and their own little personalities and stuff. But he is just, first of all, he's so chill. But anytime I sit on the sofa, he's going to jump up and he wants to sit by my feet and he just wants to, you know, cuddle on my leg. He's just a sweetish little thing. And the next thing you know, he's like snoozing. Yeah, he's very affectionate. And he makes a lot of sounds, like he's vocal, not just barking, because everybody knows dogs will bark, but he makes like little sounds and stuff that make you go, okay, what's up? Strong Will says, Sandy, you look lovely today. Well, thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Cayman Brack, the best island. That's up for debate, but good morning, Cayman Brack. Says morning from the out of sight, out of mind, lawless Cayman Brack. My goodness, what a hot mess. Emma, sending blessings to everyone. Christine is in the house. Good morning to Miss Christine. How are you? And Leroy says, careful. He might take you away from Marlon. Who's Zeus? Actually, he has a real affinity for Marlon. Him and Marlon, they're like play buddies. Marlon's like, don't you play with the dog? I said, listen, the dog obviously sees you as a friend, like a playing friend. Because the second he sees him, he's like, oh, let me go get my toys. And he'll just throw a toy at Marlon and be like, okay, you throw it to me. And Marlon kind of roughs him up in a different kind of way, I guess. And he really enjoys that, running around and stuff. So, yeah. You don't have a real home if you don't have a dog or a pet in your home, let me tell you. What was your first pet? My first pet was actually a hamster. And oh, God, I wish I knew more about hamsters before I got him. I'll never forget, story time, kiddos, the day that his name was Oscar, the day Oscar the hamster actually, oh, somebody's asking for the WhatsApp link. Sorry, hold on. The day that Oscar the hamster got out of his cage. Ooh, honey child. And they have little, they have their, I don't know what their little front teeth are called, but they grow really long. So they need to constantly be gnawing on something. So the day he got out of his cage, my aunt made an announcement. Sandy, you better find him before I do. I was like, oh, what do you mean? What are you going to do to Oscar? She's like, I'm going to set down a trap for Oscar because he can't be running around my house. I was like, no, not a rat trap. I was like, Oscar's not a rat. He's a hamster. And the funny thing is, she had a dog named Prince. When I went there, I found Prince there. And let's just say that Prince was ready to get his hands on Oscar the hamster, honey child. And I was like, no, you can't do this. So I was scurrying all over the place, looking under beds and furniture and everywhere I could to try to get my hands on Oscar and get him back in his cage, because the alternative was not going to be good. So I'm happy to say that he was safely returned to his cage without too much excitement. Yes, I was able to grab him back. But child, a hamster is a lot of work. You got to be cleaning that cage every day and giving him stuff to gnaw on. And, they like playing too. So what a hot mess. Shamika, Lavana, good morning. Christy, how are you? First Lady Jayanne in the house. Good morning to Philip. Symphony of the Reef says, try telling that to those landlords here who don't even like children. Pets are a must. Yeah, I mean, listen, that was the main reason, one of the main reasons for sure, back in the day that I really went out of my way to get my own little apartment, because I was like, these landlords, no pets? I'm like, who? Now I get that, a lot of people charge a pet deposit, and yes, some people don't take care of their pets, and, they can destroy furniture and stuff like that. But I'm like, that's not everybody. A lot of us do a lot of the right things by our pets. Those of you who have pets that like to chew on furniture and all that craziness, that's because your pet isn't getting enough stimulation. And pets, like people, need something to do, honey child. So you got to get them out there and make sure that they are involved in, running around, take them for a good long walk. There's quite a bit of disciplining and activity that pets need. And some dogs in particular are very, depending on the breed of dog, they need a lot of stimulation. They need a lot of exercise. So, if you get a herding dog, they were bred to herd. So you can't have a herding dog just sitting up in your house doing nothing. They literally go stir crazy. And even small dogs, like I'm always surprised that people with small dogs think, oh yeah, they don't need to go outside. I'm like, of course they do. They need to see people and see things. And one of the worst things that you can do is actually have a dog and not stimulate that dog in any way, not take it places, let it see things, let it enjoy life. Because, that's how they get accustomed to other dogs and other people and situations. Dogs don't know how to do a lot of things unless you expose them to it. So taking them to the beach, let them go for a little bit of a swim. We had to do some doggy training with Zeus, and he got exposed to other dogs, relatively younger, but that was good because then he knew how to play. I know it sounds weird because you think, well, doesn't every dog know how to play instinctively? But, there are rules for dogs, and they don't know the rules, especially dogs that have been removed from their litter very, very early. They actually do not know the rules as much as one would think. So one of the things I always tell people, and I see it here in Cayman a lot because we have a lot of backyard groomers, breeders who don't really know anything. They just put two dogs together and be like, okay, go start humping and make it happen. They don't know that, there is actually more to proper breeding than that, but they're just looking for money. So it's a horrible thing because a lot of dogs here, puppy mill dogs, basically, and people are using them and forcing them to have litters in order to make money. Because, if you can get $1,200, $1,500 for a dog, and your dog has, 4 or 5 in a litter, that's decent money, I suppose. But the stress that it puts a dog under can be life-threatening and other things. And then one of the things that people do, because they're so desperate for the money and they don't bother to, if you want to be a breeder, take a course, like learn about properly breeding dogs. And, there's such a thing as professional training. So what they do then is they separate the litter very, very early, that the pups get separated from the mom and from the litter very early so that they can make a fast and quick dollar. And it's unfortunate because they're actually things that puppies learn from the mom and from the litter up to like 12 weeks. So ideally, you do not want to remove a puppy from its mother and from the rest of the litter before 12 weeks. One of the things that is critical is that they learn how to, a lot of puppies nip. So that's natural for them to do stuff like that in the litter. But their mom and the other puppies will quickly correct their nipping behavior, right? Without that correction, they go on to nip people and children and this sort of thing. So that nipping development doesn't happen until like 8 weeks plus. So if you're separating the puppy too soon from the litter, they don't get the benefit of these behavioral developments that happen within the actual family, within their own family. And that's critical. There's no replacing a puppy family, the mother and the other siblings, and what they can teach that puppy. There really is no replacing it as human beings. We can train dogs. They're relatively smart. I think that the average dog, depending on the breed, because there are some breeds that are actually smarter than others, they can have an intellectual capacity up to a 4-year-old, equivalent of a 4-year-old child. So think about that, right? They can learn a lot. They can learn vocal commands. Dogs can learn sign language. I mean, dogs are just absolutely amazing. And some of them are truly, truly intelligent. But, you've got to expose them. So one of the reasons why, dogs can be very aggressive and they attack and fight other dogs is because they don't have the exposure that they need to other situations and other dogs and so on. So they can become very, very territorial, and they see other dogs as, some sort of a threat to them, and they just want to destroy other dogs when they see them. And I've seen people, it's so shocking how people can be so incredibly ignorant when it comes to, like, you're a dog owner, and then they don't even know, what to do with a dog. And it's like, what? Like, how can you be a responsible pet owner and you've never learned how to introduce, dogs to each other, how to socialize your dog properly? Socialization of dogs is extremely important. And a lot of people, unfortunately, don't do it. And their little dogs, to them, is like, oh, my little so-and-so is so cute and whatever. And around other people, that dog is like a terror. And I'm constantly learning too. And I'm so glad for the opportunity to learn because, for example, Zeus went to doggy training, like I said. And when the trainer came by, because sometimes they have to see you in your house and your environment with your dog. And I'm like, I told her, Zeus is the cutest little dog. He just has a couple little things that I want him to work on, as well as socializing him. You know what is so funny? When she came to the house and she's like, okay, well, let me come and have a look at Zeus. And he was, still a puppy, like 4 months, 5 months, whatever. She came in and had a look. And when I opened the door, he didn't bark or anything like that. He was like, cool. And then when he saw her interacting with me, because even as soon as I met this dog, he was attached to me, like I was his person, right? So all of a sudden, when he saw her like talking to me and interacting with me, he started barking. And she said, this is the kind of behavior, like he is, we think, oh, that's good because he's like protecting me, but that's not good because basically he is obsessive over me in a way that he shouldn't be exhibiting that type of behavior. So he was fine with her walking in the house. He wasn't territorial about the house, but he was territorial about me. So when she got close to me, she started talking, then he starts barking. at her and showing certain behavior. And she said, no, like we need to stop that kind of behavior. And I'm like, okay, you tell me, you're the expert. And so socialization of dogs is very, very, very important. You can't just have a dog in your yard and they have no interaction with anybody. They don't get to go out for walks or anything like that. And I was saying that, some dogs are such high energy breeds that not only do they need to go for a regular walk, they need, they need to do things. So you need to give them like tasks and solving problems and, rounding up, if they can't round up sheep because they're herding dog, give them something else to still utilize that instinct that has been built into their breeding, and allow them to do, all of these fun and amazing things. So think about it. Think about, a lot of times, what dog breed you want to get, and make sure that you understand the breed and what needs the breed actually has. Like some dogs like to dig, for example, they're natural diggers. And if you don't have, a yard for them to be digging in, that's a problem. Provide a little sandbox. There's so many things that we can do. I've had a dog that suffered from severe separation anxiety. And when I say severe, like as I got up in the morning and he would see me getting dressed to go out, he would start pacing the place, and he got very, very nervous. He even would go to the front door and in a way try to stop me from, this is barking. He would try to stop me from like going out and stuff. Like he suffered after Ivan, it got worse because then he was really scared of being alone. And he would literally have physical symptoms of separation anxiety. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, just my little snippet there on being a good dog owner. Everton says, my advice to the mastiff is if you cannot take care of your pet, don't get one. Amen to that. They're just like you. They need attention and they like to be treated. Well, that's why I have fish, because I don't have time to take care of animals. Good morning, Miss Yulene. Good morning to Leroy. It says, I want a lion for a pet, but I probably will be his first meal. Yeah, listen, leave those things out in the wild. They're not meant to be pets at all. So, I know that sometimes we have them in zoos for protection of species, and sometimes, quite honestly, for our own entertainment, but I really feel uneasy about that. Morning, Miss Debbie. Andy from La Ceiba. Good morning, Johan. Leroy is in the house. Aliano, good morning to you. Good morning to Everton. How are you? Give me one quick second here, folks.
CMR has reached an incredible milestone of having the #1 talk show and being the people's #1 choice for news. We would like to wholeheartedly thank you, our loyal listeners and followers, for making this possible. This is going to be an amazing year of continued growth and acceleration, and we would like for you to be a part of the journey. If you have a company that's struggling to reach your targeted customer base, why not reach out to CMR's sales team? With over 200,000 followers on both Instagram and Facebook, your message will be more impactful by advertising with us. Speak to a sales specialist today about all of the ways in which we can help you elevate your game to the next level. Email us on sales@caymanmarlroad.com or call 324-1612 for a consultative meeting.
How y'all doing? All right. So let me see here. We do have some guests that are going to be joining us here shortly. Yes, honey chill. Let me see what else is going on. So this morning, there's a couple of things that we're going to talk about. We'll get caught up on some of our court lists and discussions. And we are also, let me just see here, going to talk about something that is shifting in the world of banking that I think is actually quite important for us to be aware of and for us to know. So yeah, this is a big deal in a way, and we're going to talk about some of the implications of this for sure. So I saw somebody asking, what holiday is Monday? Where you're going to find out all about it this morning, honey chill. So Gabby says, even as humans, you can read all the books, but life lessons is the best teacher. Yes, I mean, there's some truth to that for sure, but you have to have a foundation. So you read you read and get the foundational, lessons, and then life will teach you how to handle situations. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Auntie Sandy. It's Johan. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. Auntie Sandy, in the spirit of Emancipation Day, and the guests are going to come on to talk about it. Also, considering that you spent a significant amount of time talking to ungrateful Cuban refugees who were adamant that they were being denied rights in Cayman.
Here you have.
Yet their rights were they got a better existence here in Cayman than what they got back in their home country. This is an appeal to free all the CMR prisoners that you've put in jail in the spirit of Emancipation Day, starting with our brethren, Alejandro. Yes, he might talk about some things that upset you and some people, but in the spirit of love, forgiveness, and emancipation, we need all the callers that support Alejandro to message and call in and ask that you give Alejandro freedom at least on today, because it's emancipation discussion and all the rest of it. So I won't bother you no more.
Thank you very much. I'm sure you can appreciate that in the spirit of Emancipation Day, the jailhouses isn't going to be letting people out, be like, oh yes, let's emancipate everybody and just let them out of prison. That's just not how it works.
No, but he didn't do no real crime, you know. He didn't do no real crime. The man is just conscious about his sense of mania. You know what I mean?
But no, it's not even about that. It was disrespectful to know that someone has put a rule in place and you have so little respect for that individual and their platform and the rule that you break it multiple times. That is the crux of the problem. I think some of you are failing to understand that it's not about what he was discussing. Like I said to, I think it was Miss Darlene last week, it could have been anything. Our audience is sick and tired of hearing this repetitive discussion over and over again. So even if he was obsessed about alcohol or junk food, if he was obsessed to the point where every single discussion is about that, people are like, listen, you need to ease up on the discussion. So we put the rule in place. We put it in place before, and he was able to follow it that last time. But this time I felt like, him and others just wanted to push the boundaries. And when you push, when you push the boundaries, sometimes there are consequences.
Well, I at least consider it. And since we're talking about freeing up some stuff, my supply has gone really low. So extra nuts and the dry up brownies, please, would be appreciated for the long weekend.
Goodbye, Johan. Goodbye.
Have a good day. Bye.
Talking about his supply has. What you need to do is get out there and do some exercise and earn those brownies, honey chill. Ay. Poor y'all. Y'all like, oh my gosh. Who else is for? Yes, Melita says justice for Alejandro. He'll be fine. I understand that he's over at Radio Cayman being his best self. So he's fine. He still has numerous outlets that he can engage with. So y'all don't worry about it. Kathy says, laughing out loud, that was funny, Moxum. Yes, Johan has a way of making you chuckle. Trust me. All right. YouTuber says you want freedom of nonsense, no freedom for Alejandro. I think you're saying we want freedom from nonsense. Oh, gosh. Yes. Well, I can tell you that there's a lot of people. It looks like it was close to being a 50-50 split. But the real thing wasn't about, him having this discussion. It was about being disrespectful and not following the rules, which is, I'm surprised in a way, and I'm also not surprised in a way, because now I can see why we have so many criminals and your children are running amok. Because, y'all just don't, y'all put down a rule and then nobody follows it. What a hot mess. Y'all are soft, bad. Morning, Darlene McKenzie, Jackie. Talking about free Alejandro. He's free. He's free to do whatever he wants, just not on this platform. Gabby says, I don't want to hear no damn weed talk and marijuana this morning. My brain needs a break. Right? Sandy, Jamaica had an earthquake last night. Yes, we posted about that. I did see that. It was only a 4.3, so not too bad. And I didn't hear of any damages or anything, so that was good. Gabby says he's smoking a fat one and watching Steamway, and that's his prerogative. He can certainly do that. He's just not watching through Facebook, I can tell you that, because when you block people, they can't see you no more. So maybe he's on YouTube silently watching. I don't know. Annie, good morning to you. Symphonies of the Sea of the Reef says Alejandro's in jail. Not literal jail, not yet. Run the brownies, says Aliano. Johan, I hope Alejandro gives you some herb and put in your brown, pour him. Johan would not know what to do with it. I'm sure of that. Only then he'd be crazy. Cray. All right. Gabby says he's blocked for bringing up weed. No, he's blocked for disrespecting the new rule that was put in place and that everybody was told about. Leroy says, run the black box pizza, right? I had some last week, Friday. I went in and ordered some black box pizza. Yes, honey, chill. Annie says, OMG, he's been canceled. If you want to listen to that weed talk, go live with him. Yeah. We're not even talking about it now. Nope, not about being sensitive. It's about we put certain rules in place. And if you don't respect the rules, well, too bad for you, Bobo. Too bad for you. Gabby, good morning. Ooh, Gabby and Symphony of the Reef. Y'all don't, no fighting in class this morning. Classy. Hello, children, no fighting. Y'all look like y'all about to go at each other. Oh my goodness. Good morning, Luis. Strong Wilt says, Johan love his gut too much. I know. Can I tell y'all a story about Johan? Okay, I'm gonna let a story out of the bag about Johan about how much he loved his belly, which I don't think is probably any secret when you look at him. You can tell that that's a man who loves Haagen-Dazs, Brownies. He loves his food. So he claimed to have been playing pickleball. So he cleans. And I heard it through the grapevine from his pickleball compadres that Johan was showing up at the pickleball court. Somebody said, don't be a snitch. We got snitch on Johan this morning. So he was showing up to the pickleball court. And I understand he wasn't really, it looked like he wasn't there for the pickleball. He was there for like, ooh, what are we eating? Where's the food? They were like, we might have food later because, you have low socialization, whatever. But what we're really here for is to get in some exercise and to play pickleball. He would play for like 5 minutes and then start looking around for food. He loved his belly, yeah. Morning, Paul, joining us from Bermuda. What? Who are you talking to? Symphony of the Sea says, you simple thinking Sandy gonna give you a house stay at which house? I can't even give myself a house much as anybody else. No, sir. We ain't got them kind of dollar bills. YouTuber says, Sandra, your big sister teach you something new, killing the black box pizza jokes. I'll update you guys in that situation soon, but what a hot mess. Actually, the very, very first person that introduced me to black box pizza was Kevin. He was the first person. Because when he mentioned it, I'm like, what? A black box? Who? Because, Kevin, he's bougie, honey chill. He's not regular like the rest of us. So, yep, that's my good friend. He's like, if I'm going to eat pizza, it has to be black box pizza. I was like, what the heck is that? Ashari says, no, Auntie Sandy, don't do it. Stand on business. Yep, Leroy, we told one of his little secrets. Oh my goodness. Johan says, if you spill my secrets, I'm going to go public with a poor service. I soon fix you. You sit there. Ay, what a mess. Oh my God. Live? Where'd that come out from? No. Melita says justice for Johan. Listen, I love food. So I am not going to kill nobody for saying that they love their belly. I'm like, hey, You know, it is what it is. Y'all will be just fine. All right, so we're waiting on our guests to arrive in the studio. We got one waiting and one more to go. So I can tell you what, the folks at Domino's have all been having a good laugh. I think they need to give me some free pizza or something, because they're like, everybody that goes in there now talking about they want a black box pizza. They're like, did you hear it on CMR? And the people are like, yep. It's a thing. It's a thing. I tell you what. Yeah, tell them you need a CMR discount. Which Leroy just mentioned Foster's. We need to do a tour of Foster's West Bay. So they've had like a soft opening of just the deli section. You know, they've been expanding and renovating and stuff, but it's not done yet. The whole store isn't done. There's more to come. And can I tell you all that it's amazing. It looks great. It looks fantastic. So big shout out to Foster's Republics. They have made some amazing renovations. Everything looks good. I haven't been there in person, but I've seen photos, and I do have to go there and check things out. And in fact, I like to go down there every once in a while because their Price Right section, they have different stuff sometimes than the one here by airport. And so you get a little something special. Oh, speaking of which, oh my gosh, I forgot I have some stuff in the car. Oh man. Hopefully it wasn't anything perishable. I'm trying to remember what I bought. Oh my God. I went to Price Right yesterday and forgot some stuff in the car. Hold on one second. Gotta tell Miss Stacy. I don't think anything was perishable. I came home, totally forgot about it. What a heat. Lord have mercy. Christine, go. They always have good stuff on sale. They've actually got some plants right now. Miss Stacy's not answering. Hello? Hello? Where's Miss Stacy? Yeah, I think I had some. I had one food item, but I don't think anything was perishable. I know, right? If it was ice cream, we'd be done for. Lord Jesus. You ever forget something in there and like 2 days later, it's like, what's that smell in my car? No, sir. Okay, we'll send her a message. Please go clear out the trunk for me. Okay, we're gonna start. Okay, honey child. She's stuck in traffic. What a hot mess. All right, so guess what? We'll talk about some other things later on. But yeah, definitely no ice cream. There wasn't any McDonald's. Don't worry about it. Nothing like that. Okay, folks. It is Emancipation Day coming up on Monday. Sorry, that's a public holiday. And if you don't know what emancipation is, you might be a little bit late to the game, but you're going to find out today. Please empty the trunk for me. I went shopping yesterday and forgot to take the stuff out. I just remembered. Thanks. Oh my gosh. I think I had some, what are things called again? What are they called? Bagels. I know I had some bagels in there, but bagels should be okay. Yeah, if they can survive a little thing or two. All right. Betty says you don't know what you're doing on here. Okay, let's talk about Emancipation Day. Yasmin, why are you letting out my secrets for? Jeez, some peace. Thomas, she saw me getting my bicycle yesterday, exercise time. I was going to start writing and then tell you all about it later. All right. We'll talk later. Okay. So listen, Linda, y'all pay attention now. Emancipation Day. A couple of years ago, I don't know if you guys remember this, but we're talking about emancipation on the show and how it'd be great to bring it back and da-da-da-da. And I must tell you, the government was actually paying attention and listening. And in fact, I remember writing to then Premier Wayne Panton and saying, hey, why are we no longer celebrating Emancipation Day? We were emancipated too, just like the rest of the Caribbean. And he's like, I'm not against it. And in fact, I think we need to consider bringing it back. And you guys can go and read the stories. And he made the commitment to getting it done. And sure enough, it's back. So let's see what Emancipation Day is all about.
We're losing our culture and We need to go back to the old days.
We don't stand tall anymore. We don't know who we are. We are already a minority, a numerical minority in Cayman.
We were too easily outnumbered. We didn't have large families, and so that's why we're at a disadvantage now. We don't have a national identity, and we're struggling to develop a national identity.
And that's why it is important for Caymanians to know where they're coming from.
When I ask Caymanian children, they don't know 1/10 of the things that I know about my heritage.
If we don't address where we're coming from, we're going to think that we're somebody else. And we're going to allow other people to come here and, as the Rastafarians would say, down-press our culture.
All right, folks. Well, we are not down pressing our culture. We are celebrating our culture and our heritage, and we're bringing Emancipation Day back. So we have Miss Tunisia Barnes from the Ministry of, now let me try and get it right, honey child, the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Heritage. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning. Morning, Sandra.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How about you?
Not too bad. So Emancipation Day is back. And of course, this is a cause for celebration. And we're going to talk about, historically, even what happened to Emancipation Day this morning. And of course, the ministry has a number of events lined up for the weekend in celebration of this. And we want to hear all about those also. So can you give us a little historical rundown? Because I know that, we used to celebrate Emancipation Day, and then at some point it disappeared, it went away for many, many years. And in fact, some research that I found is that I believe it was the last time we celebrated it was like 1961.
1962, correct.
1962.
So the best that we can figure out in doing research is that when Jamaica gained their independence, because at the time Cayman was being governed by a governor based in Jamaica, and Jamaica decided to go their route of independence, and Cayman decided to remain a British Crown colony. At that point in time, Jamaica decided, interesting as well, to also stop celebrating Emancipation Day, and they didn't bring it back until 1998. So again, it's very interesting when you start delving into going into the archives and finding out information.
Yes.
So after a year of researching, we've gone through this and dug up the Hansard. I see you have bits of it there on screen now, trying to find out exactly what happened. So the best that we can see is that 1962, it was taken off of the holiday bill and then replaced by Constitution Day.
Interesting.
Yes. Very much
so. So we were able to dig up, and big shout out to the National Archives. This was actually a photo that they shared back in 2022, 2 years ago, when we were having this discussion, because we were like, whatever happened to Emancipation Day? Lots and lots of questions around it. And so they were actually able to go back and dig up some stuff out of the National Archives. And what was discovered, as Ms. Barnes just said, is that we celebrated it up until 1962. And there's an explanation there with the connection, Jamaica basically stopped celebrating it. That kind of makes sense, and why we would have stopped at the time, having been governed by Jamaica. And so here's a summary of the timeline for kind of how this worked. So in 1908, there's this handbook of the Cayman Islands for 1908 that was compiled by Commissioner George S.S. Hurst and published in 1907. It actually listed Emancipation Day as August the 1st on page 14. And then on the Public Holidays Law of 1913, it included August the 1st on the list of public holidays, but it was unnamed. So that is very, very interesting. So they had a copy of the original vellum 1913 law, but they're unable to copy it due to its fragility. But Tunisia, let's talk about the date of emancipation, because I think this is really, really important. Because in fact, our emancipation, unlike the rest of the Caribbean, didn't happen in August. Is that right?
That is correct. So again, in doing the research and looking at a lot of the data, we've discovered that the Cayman Islands was actually probably one of the first, if not the first in the Caribbean to gain full emancipation. So what happened in August 1st, 1835 is that people were given an apprenticeship program. Some countries had as long as 6 years that they had to work. Cayman gained our full emancipation 9 months in May. So when people ask, why are we celebrating in May and not August like other places in the region, it's because while they had to do an apprenticeship, Cayman did not. We only did an apprenticeship for 9 months compared to 6 years and up to 7 years in other jurisdictions. So a lot of times, we talk about Cayman's culture and our heritage, and this is something I think we should really be proud of. The fact that once again, Cayman is leading the way, and we led the way in terms of being the first to get complete and full freedom. So we're celebrating that on Monday, and we really want everyone to come out. We have so many activities to celebrate this.
Okay, so we're going to go through some of the activities here in just a minute, but that's so incredibly interesting that we didn't have the lengthy apprenticeship. And you know what? And I think that speaks to, like, if we think about it in the Cayman context, that also speaks to the fact that our, slavery, obviously we had slavery, was very, very different. It was more in the small scale, domesticated farming and domestic slavery, as opposed to large farms and large plantations. Because
That's
when
correct.
The logistics of that, there should have never been slavery, but there had to have been sort of a phasing out of slavery. And I think that the way that they did that is they came up with this apprenticeship kind of concept where, yes, you continued to work on the plantation and so on, but we'll give you a little, shilling here and there, just working, because otherwise entire, industries might have collapsed if they had said, from this day forward, you're completely free. And and I'm not trying to justify slavery, be very, very clear. What I'm saying here is, in their mind, I'm sure from a business perspective, back in those days, this is how they were probably thinking about it. So let's continue or walk down our history here. So in 1947, we have, and again, these are some documents that you can see that have been photocopied. We actually have, let me just put them back up on the screen. Right, so 1947, then we had, again, the Public Holidays Amendment Law, and the schedule includes an unnamed holiday for August the 1st. So do you have any idea why it wasn't named? It seems like it took, although it was there as a holiday, for some odd reason from basically the early 1900s all the way up to 1961, we'll get to here in a second, it didn't have a name. What's up with that?
Again, we don't know. We've been doing quite a bit of research, and one of the things in Cayman that we realized is that we have a really great oral history, but we've not been really good at documenting things. So that's one of the things our ministry is trying to do. We're trying to document things more. You see that we're doing videos with, persons like Dr. Steve MacPhail and Dr. Roy, that we can get those stories told for future generations. Whereas we have great oral history, again, is not documented. So we can't say with 100% certainty, because it wasn't documented, why it went from being called Emancipation Day to this unnamed holiday on August 1st. However, what we do know is that the August 1st holiday was celebrated throughout the Cayman Islands, particularly in Bodden Town, where big festivities took place every single year. Yeah.
Interesting. So they were celebrating it, but it still wasn't really named on like the laws and official documents and stuff like that. Very, very fascinating.
Yes.
All right. And then we go to 1961. We have another document here. This is the government notice number 46, which includes full wording of the Public Holidays Amendment Bill, 1961, and serving notice to the public of the intention to remove the August the 1st holiday, and then in brackets Emancipation Day, from the schedule of holidays, and have a new public holiday called Constitution Day on the 4th of July. So that was the change that happened in the bill in 1961, and I guess by 1962, it would have gone into effect. But May of 1961, you had this Annexure U account of tabling and debate of the bill. And then the bill was actually passed on May the 23rd of 1961 and signed by the clerk of the Legislative Assembly, Ms. Sybil McLaughlin, who, as all of you should know, is one of our national heroes.
That is correct. And the motion passed without any opposition. And again, there's not very much in terms of the Hansard of what took place. It was just, it was tabled and it was passed unanimously in the House at the time.
Okay. All right. So the 5 documents essentially that you see on the screen just supported the fact that in terms of it actually being a public holiday, that Emancipation Day existed from approximately 1907 until 1960. And then in 1961, it was removed, perhaps to accommodate the introduction of the new Constitution Day, which was introduced to the schedule that year to be observed again on July the 4th of 1961. So we have decided to bring it back. Tell us why, in your opinion, Tanisha, Emancipation Day is something that we should be celebrating.
Well, I think, the question we always have, and it's always brought up in your show and in discussions among us as well, is, who are we as Caymanians? Where do we come from? So this answers that question, and it also delves into us, celebrating that enduring spirit of being Caymanians. And, we often talk about our seafarers that deal with a lot of their in terms of their strength. Well, you think about those people who are descended from the slaves. I see you have the picture of the last group of slaves in Bordentown from 1910. You think about that enduring spirit of people who survived Middle Passage, who came to a small island in the middle of the Caribbean, built it up to what it is today. And I think that is something we should be very proud of and we should celebrate as well. So for us, it is a celebration of, Cayman's strength, where we come from, the shoulders that we stand on of our forefathers. And so we really wanted to press into that and really celebrate who we are as Caymanians. Part of our ministry, as people would have realized this year, we've gone through with our national identity, confirming what is the national dish or national drink, the national dance. So this is all part of really solidifying what it is to be Caymanian, what it is that makes us unique in terms of the other Caribbean islands. So we're really, really pleased to have this taking place as well, because it's been over 2 years that we've been working on these various projects. And so we're excited to be able to share it with the public. And we look forward to having everyone come out to all of our different events.
Wonderful. All right. And we do have Miss Ventisha, who is also joining us here this morning, Miss Ventisha Connolly. So good morning to you, ma'am. How are you?
Good morning, Miss Sandra. I'm good. How are you?
Very, very good. So what is your position? Just remind us of your position in the ministry.
So I'm the Events, FOI, and Data Protection Ministry.
Girl.
Manager in the ministry.
Speaking into being.
It's been a long morning already, unfortunately.
Fighting traffic. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for having us on. It's a pleasure to be on and talk about something that, as Tanis has been saying, has been near and dear to the ministry and the work that we're doing in reviving our heritage and making sure that everyone knows about it.
All right, beautiful. So the events manager, I'm sure you've been critical in getting all of the various components of the celebrations together. So we're going to go through the schedule here of events this morning. And I also want to talk about, not only have you guys did an amazing job with the scheduling, but you've got, on social media, you've done a whole little did you know segment. You've got merchandise. So let's talk about some of those things as well. So we just were talking about this, but here's a little, did you know that several Caribbean countries may celebrate Emancipation Day on August the 1st, but Cayman is not unique in our celebrations. There are other islands who celebrate Emancipation Day on other dates. So for us, it is in May. For most people, it is August the 1st, but there are other exceptions as well. So talk a little bit about some of the merchandise, and I'm sure there are people who are watching who want to get their hands on some of this. How can they go about availing themselves of this opportunity?
Well, so our merchandise has been on sale since Tuesday. And I'm going to say it publicly, I didn't expect the uptake that we got. The Tuesday morning we started, there was probably about 100 people in line from 8:30 waiting to purchase merchandise.
Okay. My
and
goodness.
So, yeah. And so it has been going like wildfire. We don't have a lot of the shirts left because of that. Everyone has been coming in and all of the schools are celebrating Emancipation Day, the Dress Down 3-4-5 Day on Friday. And so a lot of the parents have been coming in to purchase for their kids to wear. And yeah, we really have a limited supply of the t-shirts left. And I think we have 2 bucket hats because those went like hotcakes.
Wow.
Yeah. And we still have bottles and bags and the black hat with the Emancipation Day logo on it. And in speaking to my chief officer, Teresa Echeniki, and the Honorable Minister Isaac Rankin last night, I was told order more. So this is to let your listening audience know that we will be ordering more of the hashtag Caymanian Proud shirts. It'll take about 3 weeks to get here, but as we've been talking before, 3-4-5 Day, which we are celebrating on Friday, is not just a one-day celebration for us.
Wow.
After the Emancipation Day holiday, we're going to announce at least 3 more of the 3-4-5 Be Proud to be Caymanian days. So in that sense, we will be ordering more of the hashtag Caymanian Proud, which is the ministry's coined hashtag, to have on sale for persons to purchase to wear on those days.
And the support has been really amazing, and we cannot thank the public enough for their support. I mean, it has just been absolutely overwhelming, and we look forward to having people wear their shirts tomorrow. We're also asking them to tag the ministry, different departments when there are people when they're wearing their Caymanian Proud, as well as we're asking people who may have a Cayman tattoo to also tag us as well, because nothing says that you're proud to be Caymanian like having a tattoo of Cayman or something along that line on your body. You know, that is the ultimate.
Yeah. So let's talk about what the 3-4-5 Day actually is. So you've made mention that it's tomorrow, but what was the, sort of thinking behind having a 3-4-5 Day?
Well, it leads into also, Caymanian pride. We always talk about, proud to be Caymanian. How can we instill Caymanian values and national pride? So tomorrow is actually, the 3rd of May, and we thought that would be a great play in numbers, 3-4-5 Day, which is our area code. And we're inviting everyone to come out in our national colors, red, white, and blue. And again, like we said, take photos, tag us in it as well.
Beautiful. So we're going to get into some of the announcements in terms of public holiday, but this is some of the gear that you guys have been selling. Where was it actually being sold?
It was being sold in the government admin building downstairs.
Okay. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous. So we see that you had some different colors and designs and then all the gear here. So I know Tanisha is going to hook me up with some merchandise tomorrow. I'm going to dress in my 3-4-5 best gear. And I'm going to encourage all of you to also represent tomorrow. So even if you don't have this merchandise, but you've got the other Cayman shirts, you've got your Cayman pendant, earrings, whatever, wear something that makes you, that demonstrates that you're proud to be a Caymanian and really represents the 3-4-5. So let's talk a little bit more about the actual events, right? So obviously Monday is a public holiday, but you've incorporated a number of different, sort of events around the celebration of Emancipation Day. So where do we kick off? Friday, 3-4-5 Day, Proud to be Caymanian Day. On Saturday, what's going to happen? What are some of the events?
So on Saturday, we have our celebration gala at Pedro St. James. Unfortunately, it is an invite only because of the size of Pedro St. James. We will be recording the event to put it together as a longer version of a video for the celebration to show. Okay. But that is our Saturday event. On Sunday, then we move over back into Georgetown at Emsley Memorial for the church service at 4:00 in the afternoon. And at that point, we will be unveiling a plaque commemorating Emancipation Day. By the museum.
And just to be clear, obviously, some of our listeners are overseas, or maybe they don't know as much about Cayman heritage and culture. But Emsley Memorial is one of the historical churches in the district of Georgetown for sure. It's seen as kind of the church. that has been for over 100 years now, I believe, such an important part of our history as Caymanians. So it's really, befitting that the church service ceremony would actually be taking place at Elmsley.
And it's envisioned, Sandra, that each year we go to a different church and celebrate there. With this year being, the beginning and the return of it, hence the name, Year of the Return. We're starting at Elmsley, and so each year we'll go visiting different churches throughout the Cayman Islands.
Beautiful. And then we go into Monday, May the 6th, which is a public holiday, a newly added public holiday. And we're going to then have Emancipation Day activities in the capital of Georgetown. What are some of those activities?
Sorry. So Monday, May the 6th is Hogstye Bay Day with our Emancipation activities happening. And there is going to be a flurry of activity throughout the day. Starting at 1 o'clock, we'll have a little opening ceremony, a few remarks by the Honorable Minister for Heritage, as well as the Honorable Minister for Tourism. And then we start with entertainment, because what is a celebration if we don't have entertainment? So we'll have several local bands on the stage, as well as dancers from UCCI. Several of the schools are participating with entertainment, and we'll end the night with a crowd favorite, as always, Swanky Kitchen Band.
And do we announce? Well, we've been telling people as well. We are also going to end the night with a massive drone show as well, followed by Lord Graham's fireworks, because we love fireworks. But the drone show we're really looking forward to. It's going to be massive. We're going to share with the public on the waterfront, and it's going to be a display of Caymanian symbols and culture, and again, instilling that national pride. So we're inviting everyone to come out to the waterfront and to enjoy. And as Ventisha said, there's going to be so many events taking place. From we have the Hogstye Bay Day, we have different events. Also, we're going to have all the different districts are selling their food, having displays on what makes their district unique in terms of their connection to Emancipation Day. As well on that day.
And
as
what
well,
time on the Monday? What time do the events kick off in Georgetown?
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
Okay.
We'll also be doing a reading of the proclamation as well, because that took place out of town as well as at Pedro. So we're going to have that incorporated as well.
Okay, beautiful. All right, looks good. So yes.
Just before, I do want to make mention that there will be some water-based activities on Monday, because it is Hogstye Bay Day also. And so from 2 to 5, we will have the little beach area open and the little dock. And you can come, you can jump off the dock and go swimming. There's going to be some races that are going to happen. The Catboat Club is joining us to give catboat rides in Hogstye Bay. So, we invite folks to come out and join us it's going to be a great celebration.
As well as the museum has been working on an exhibit as well, based on Emancipation Day. So the official opening will be Monday, and it'll be open free to the public. So anyone who's in Georgetown will be able to go into the museum and also see that exhibit as well.
All right. Somebody asked the question, will Emancipation Day be annual? Yes.
Yes, it will be.
Holidays. Very good. So listen, not to leave out the sister islands, on Saturday, May the 11th, there's going to be Cayman Brac Heritage Park in Spots Bay. So tell us a little bit about what the Brackers will have in store for them.
Well, I think, Sandra, before we get to Saturday, we need to tell you what's happening on Tuesday. So, we got a whole schedule. Like Monday's Hogstye Bay Day, Emancipation Day, and then Tuesday, we have a turtle release of a 62-pound turtle. And that's going to be at the Governor's Beach. And we invite people to come down for that as well.
Okay. 62 pounds. That's big.
Well, yes, and aptly, we were talking about it yesterday on the radio with OC, and and Alfonso said, well, did we name the turtle? And I said, no, we hadn't. And he said, well, we need to name it Long Celia.
So I like it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Because she is a very important part of the history of our emancipation story. So there will be information coming out about her, not just this year, but in subsequent years, because we are looking at the fact that, in our eyes and on the research we've done, she was the first advocate for freedom for us. And so there's a bigger story around her that needs to be told, and our kids need to know. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So George wants a t-shirt, so people can still, there's some merchandise that's still available for sale.
Yes, you can see them behind my shoulder. We have the lovely canvas bag, a water bottle, we have a bucket hat, and I didn't bring out the baseball hat, so we have that as well. And an umbrella. You can see the umbrella laying down as well.
Right. Evelyn said she's heading over there right now to get hers.
Great, brilliant.
I think the government building just open, so you should.
We start at 10 o'clock.
Oh, you start selling at 10.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Evelyn, hold off. Wait till close after the show. Risa says, where can you purchase the merchandise? We've just answered that question.
We're also sending some to the BRAC as well, so the people in the BRAC will be able to get as well. We're selling there as well.
Okay, beautiful.
From district admin in the district commissioner's office.
Okay. Damien asking if there's going to be any food stalls.
Of course. We cannot have an event in Cayman without food.
Without food. Exactly.
we were just talking about Johan is the, quincentennial, like he's the poster
brownie king
for the average Caymanian. We love our food.
Yeah.
So,
yes,
definitely food stalls. El Rey says there's going to be a greasy pole. Wow.
Based on what took place the last time with Minister Bryan, I think they did have one. So it would not be far-fetched to think that there will be one again this year.
Okay. Wow. Natasha saying, go to Nitio. Johan says, but are we going to cook it? And who's cooking it? # real Caymankind.
So we'll have food vendors from each one of the districts.
As always, yes.
As always, every one of the districts will have 2 or 3 food vendors there selling our local food. And Johan, previously, I think you put up a comment from Johan who had the hashtag Proud Caymanian.
Yeah.
Switch it around, Johan. It's Caymanian
Proud.
So he says, great job by the Ministry of Heritage team in promoting these events and celebrations. And I think he said earlier, thank you for sharing the knowledge. Too many of us don't know it or don't get it. Too many Caymanians are still mentally slaves. Mr. Shabarn equals the truth. All right, folks. Let's see. Price of the bottles. Do we have any price ranges here that you can share for the merchandise?
So,
they have to walk with cash, or what forms of payment?
Yes, walk with cash.
You walk with cash only. So behind Tanissia, she's got the bottle, the umbrella, and the bucket hat.
There's an umbrella too?
Yes, it's an umbrella. Yeah, I couldn't open it. I'm inside. But we also have an umbrella.
So those are $20 a piece. The canvas bag is $10. And the baseball cap, which she doesn't have there, is $20. And shirts, of course, whatever's left. 15 for adults and 10 for kids.
All right, beautiful. So folks, get your merchandise 10 o'clock this morning. It'll be on sale. Let's finish selling them all out. And they have indicated because of the popularity of all the merch, they will be ordering more as well. So I've got someone who just messaged me, says they wear Cayman shirt every single day that they go to work because they work, they're tourist facing. And so, oh my gosh, they're sending me pictures of all the stuff that they have. Hold on, let me share some of these with you. I don't know where they're getting all this from. They have the neck pillow. They've got a cover for like your car seat headrest. This stuff looks amazing. So maybe we can expand the merchandise and sell it in the museum.
Oh,
yes,
that's a thought. Yeah, for sure.
This person says, I wear my flag every day. 2 ships in port that day as well. So there's gonna be 2 ships in port on Monday. Ooh, they'll get a real show then. That'll be nice.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. I mean, and we'll have out there is kind of going to be set up like a Pirates Week day out there. So there'll be seating for people. There'll be tents and coverage so that you're not just standing around. So there's
nice.
Look at this.
Nice.
I've not seen any of this stuff before. Wow, look at that.
Wow, that's
I want one of those.
I need a travel pillow. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. This, and then the little mini Cayman flag right there. This looks amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Flags
are available at the Kimnaz Museum at both the downtown and West Bay location. So if people are interested in purchasing flags, again, the West Bay location that's recently opened has them, as well as the Georgetown location.
So Jerry is saying, please sell them for at least a few months. Well, I think the seed has been planted now that they might be permanent items in the museum. Ms. Pat says, will the schools have this Caymanian history in their curriculum? Please continue to educate our people about our rich history. So any integration of children, I know Caymanians love to include children in all of our celebrations. Do we have them participating specifically in Emancipation Day this year?
We do have opportunities for them. People who know me know in the former life I was a teacher, so I still have those ties to education, and we've been working with them. Interesting enough, we've been working on creating an Emancipation Day book for young people as well. So we are working hand in hand with education to create that book, as well as working with people. Some schools have asked us to do presentations this week. I have one tomorrow morning at SciFact and a couple other schools as well. So we are working with teachers in schools and education as much as possible. We have opportunities again for young people. We'll be performing Monday, and there are also schools have been invited to the Sunday church service. So we realize it's really important to have young people involved with it, because in order for these events to continue, we have to get the buy-in from the younger generation. So getting them involved from the beginning, letting them know what it's about is what we're doing. So you will see opportunities for young people to be there.
Ms. Pat is asking, what about dressing in sort of traditional gear, like dress of the day? So will we have any persons kind of doing, character roles on Emancipation Day?
We invite people to do that. So part of it is you will see people dressed in traditional Caymanian wear, particularly now that we have decided, what the national dress is for both men and women. We invite people to do that. Come out wearing your national dress. We want to see that. These are the things we want, and to use these opportunities to celebrate this Caymanian pride and our Caymanian culture.
So Damien is asking, what time will the food be there? My goodness. Y'all really, you Caymanians really leading with your belly this morning. Go have some breakfast and calm down. Listen, if the event starts at 1 o'clock, you can rest assured that food vendors know that they need to set up early, because when people start coming, they come in for lunch, they've skipped lunch, they might have skipped breakfast, and they're coming with a big hungry belly. So Damien, fear not. I think that as soon as you come at 1 o'clock, food will be available, all the traditional food. John LaRue has a suggestion about maybe doing like a pop-up booth sale at like Foster's, for example, and make it convenient for customers. And then you can do increased sales that way. Not a bad idea.
Great idea.
So our intention was to have a pop-up store either at the West Bay Museum location or at somewhere else. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to make it outside of the government building. So it is noted for the next round of sales that we're going to have a few pop-up stores throughout the islands and not just at the government building.
All right. So Aliano says he's looking forward to some good turtle meat. George, I'm begging for t-shirt. Can we give away some merch this morning on the show? I mean, those beautiful items.
I don't see why not. Let's do it.
All right. So if you guys have been paying attention, I'm going to throw a few questions out here for you. Remember, you got to call in. Let me make sure the phone lines are ready to take your calls. Hold on 1 second here.
And Sandra, you should note that these items are actually collector's items, because the theme is going to change each year. So this year is called the Year of the Return, because we're returning Emancipation Day to the calendar. Next year we'll have a different theme, and so obviously this won't be repeated. So if people like it, I would say grab it, get it. It won't be repeated next year. We're coming in with a different set of logos.
Nice. 936-2626 is the telephone number. So question number 1, we're going to give away a few things. So get your speed dialing fingers ready. Question number 1 is, how long was the break between the last time Emancipation Day was actually officially on the calendar and now? So this is easy if you're good at math. How long was the break? 936-2626. That's 936-BOBO is the telephone number. Oh, yes. There we go.
Oh, wow. That was
good
great.
morning, caller.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Is it 62 years?
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. You're a winner. Were you good with math in school?
I just used my calculator.
Good for you. Good for you. All right. So we have a winner for that question. So hold on 1 second. Let me just get your phone number here. I'm going to send this to Tanisha, and then she can arrange for you. Just give me a first name.
Carlene.
Okay, and congratulations. Are you excited? Tell me, what are you thinking about the return of Emancipation Day? Are you excited to have it back?
I am excited. I'm excited to take my kids out there to see what it's all about and to learn about their heritage.
Yeah, fantastic. And of course, for most of us, we've never celebrated Emancipation Day before, so this will be a first for us.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you and congratulations. All right.
Thank you.
Miss Lavana says the line is busy. That's because we got calls, Sunny Chow. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Is it 62 years?
Yes, we just had a winner already, but we've got more questions coming.
All right.
All right. So
Great.
hang tight. So yes, the lines do get busy. What date? You have to give us the exact date. Did England pass the Abolition of Slavery Act? What was the date? Good morning, caller. What is the date that England passed the Abolition of Slavery Act? Hello? No? All right, caller. What was the date that England passed the Abolition of Slavery Act?
April 3rd, 1835.
No! Oh, man. Nope. Sorry.
So close.
I know. Well, sort of. Good morning, caller. What was the date that England passed the Abolition of Slavery Act?
Is it 1835?
No, ma'am. And you got to give me the exact date.
Okay.
All right. Good try. Good try. Keep trying. Good morning, caller. What is the date that England passed the Abolition of Slavery Act?
Good morning.
Hello. Hi.
1834.
What was the date? Sorry.
August 1st, 1834.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. We have,
a winner.
Yay. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me just take down your information. What's your first name, caller?
Alexandra.
Congratulations, young lady.
Thank you.
I guess Tanisha can tell you guys, which of the merch you can get. But yeah, that's fantastic. So well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're most welcome. All right. So we have, oops, I know some of y'all are calling her. 35 missed calls. Geez,
wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
Like I tell you, the we've been having has been amazing. The response has been absolutely amazing. We're so grateful and thankful for it. Yes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, hi, caller. You ready for the next question? We're gonna do a few more. Let me just hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
You ready for a trivia question?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They're gonna get a little bit more difficult, but pay attention. In 1962, Emancipation Day was replaced with what other holiday?
Constitution Day.
Yes.
Excellent.
Good for you.
Wow.
Y'all paying attention. I love when my students are getting good grades and paying attention in class. And I believe I recognize that voice.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Congratulations, caller.
All right.
All right. Remember, we teach manners around here too.
That's right.
Yes. Okay. Let me just see here now. All right. What period? Okay. So there was an initially Emancipation Day and it was celebrated. What was the period, like from this year to this year, was the original Emancipation Day celebrated? So again, we kind of went through it earlier. So if you're paying attention, you should know this. Good morning, caller. What period was the initial Emancipation Day celebrated? Oh, that one, I was like, that's too hard. 9362626. What period was it celebrated for? From 19 what to 19 what? Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Is that me?
Hi, that's you.
Sandra. Okay. The answer is 1962.
No. So you got to give me a date range from when
From when until when?
Was it celebrated initially? From like 19 what to 19 what?
Okay. But I don't understand whether it was 1803 to 1962 was when it stopped,
No, so you
okay,
kind of got half of it. Yes, yeah. Like I said, I knew this one was going to be a little bit more difficult, but I'm sure you guys can get it. Good morning, caller. What was the date range? Like from what date, what year to what year did we celebrate Emancipation Day originally?
1835 to 1960.
No, ma'am.
No. Oh.
Yeah, I think to help people out a little bit. Like when was the documented time? So we talked about that earlier. According to the archives, what was the documented time in the calendar?
Right. Remember the documents that I showed you guys, and I was saying, this was originally when it showed up in the law and so forth. Those are the dates. So not emancipation. You guys are going all the way back to 1834 with the Abolition of Slavery Act. But when did we actually celebrate Emancipation Day? Good morning, caller.
Is it 1913 to 1961?
Oh, you're close. You're close on both years, but getting closer. Not quite, but getting there. All right, caller, you want to take a stab at this one?
It's a real tough because I have no clue.
Oh.
I mean, because there's so many numbers in my head. So I have, I guess, 1835, and I'm assuming it was sometime in the 60s, but then it was reinstated. And it was stated that in 2023 they'd be bringing it back. So I really have no clue.
So I'm going to narrow it down for you guys. It's in the 1900s. So leave 1835 out of the equation. Think starting in the 1900s. And the previous caller was very close with both the starting and end date. All right, caller, you want to take a guess? Hello, caller? No.
Sandra, I'm going to give another hint. I mean, someone did get the end date correct.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Was it 1962 to 1998?
No. It ended, I'm going to give you all one. The last time, the end date is 1962. So I'll give you the end date. Now y'all just have to get the start date correct. Yeah? All right. Think about it. Caller, good morning. This one is harder than I thought it would be. Hello, caller?
Yeah.
Oh. Somebody said 1935 to 1960. No.
It was mentioned at the beginning of the show, and you had some documents that showed, and we spoke about it.
Yes. Good morning, caller.
1960?
Say that again. No, we need a date range. Oh, gosh.
Morning, Joey.
Good morning, caller.
Hi, good morning. Is it 1912 to 1962?
You're close. You're very
close.
very
close.
To the start date. So think about the start date a little bit. It's actually started earlier than 1912, but not by much. So start thinking about it. Good morning, caller.
It's from 1915 to 1962.
Oh, close, but you need to go down with the starting date. Good morning, caller.
Is it 1905 to 1962?
Hi.
Just up a smidgen. You're so close.
You guys are dancing all around that original date. Good morning, caller.
Hi. Is it 1909?
Yes, until? I'm gonna play my little Jeopardy thing. Give me a second to think about it.
Yes, we have a winner. Yay!
Oh my gosh, that one was hard. Wow. So 1909 to 1962 were the dates that we originally celebrated, like it was actually a holiday. Oh my gosh, that was hard. What's your first name, caller?
Come on.
I'm not catching the voice.
Of course you know who this is, man.
Is this the one with the broken knee from West Bay?
That's her.
Okay, broke knee child. I got you. No problem. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You were sort of paying attention. Fantastic.
Thank you. Bye.
You're most welcome. Wow, that one was tough. Shall we do one more?
One more.
Oh my goodness. That was really hard. Yeah, you guys were kind of like, most people were kind of right with 1962, but then the start date, you were kind of dancing around that just a little bit. All right, let me think now. Oh my goodness.
Maybe the name of the turtle that we're releasing.
Oh yes, that's easy.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So on Sunday, the release is on Sunday for the turtle,
On
right?
Tuesday.
From Governor's Beach.
All right, Tuesday, Governor's Beach. What time is the release?
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Okay. So someone is asking if you're going to be doing are you tagging the turtle in any way?
We can talk to Turtle Center about doing that, so we can track them.
And usually they do tag their turtles to track them, so that'll more than likely be the case. But we'll announce that.
Okay. All right, caller, do you want to take a guess at what the turtle will be named?
Yes, Long Celia.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Wonderful. That is correct. I feel like I recognize this voice, but tell me the first name.
Julie.
All right, Miss Julie. And no, I was not thinking it was you. So congratulations. Wonderful. So they'll be in touch with you. Thank you very, very much. So can we talk a little bit about like some of the designs, the blue, the red, the green, the orange, all of that for the logo, the significance and meaning. And then of course, let's big up the designer as well.
So our logo, and you'll see it in the background of Tanissa's setup there, was designed by a local Caymanian graphic designer, Brian Watler Jr. We told him the theme we wanted and we sent him away. He came back in about 2 days and said, here's what I've got.
Wow.
And I mean, what you see there was his first try on that, was his first take on that. The only thing we tweaked after that was a couple of the colors, because we wanted the colors
and the three people
to signify things that are in our Caymanian palette. So the blue, of course, blue ties us to the sea and our seafaring history. That is a part of every person in the Cayman Islands at this point. The red is the blood of our hardworking forefathers. Our green is agriculture. And if you remember the line from Beloved Isle Cayman, "O verdant trees so fair." So that's the green. The orange ties us as to a sunrise. It's a new beginning for us to bring back the celebration of emancipation. And then the elements in there. So there's the slave wall that's in the back. There's not a lot of them left standing. And we will be commemorating a portion of the slave wall in Bodden Town on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. One of the landowners has graciously given us permission to put a commemorative plaque there. And opened a portion of her land so that visitors, local and visitors alike, can come in and actually view the wall that was built by the hands of many of our ancestors.
Beautiful.
So the drumsticks in the shape of a V for victory. The drum, which is a method of communication, but also a method of celebration for us. We think to, our drummers, the drummers in our history, Aunt Julia Hides and those. So that was a significant part of us. And always, always, always signifying 3 islands. So there's 3 people in the middle of that drum dancing, 3 islands, 1 people.
Wow.
So yes,
he put a lot of thought into that logo, and in just a couple days he was able to turn that around. So tell us, who is this young man who did this phenomenal job?
So Brian Watler Jr. works at the National Museum. So if you remember, Sandy, that Musey, icon that the museum is now known for. That was one of his concepts also. So
okay.
Very much a young man who is in tune with his Caymanian history, his Caymanian pride. And we were very, very grateful to have him design our first ever logo.
It's absolutely beautiful, I must tell you. So we have some people asking a few questions. So Raymond is asking, whether or not the he said, ask Tanisha, is there a turtle fin in the background? So yes.
Yeah, so Raymond is my brother, and that's like a private inside joke.
Oh my gosh, he's thinking about food. No, that was the wall. Raymond.
That's the wall, Raymond.
Although I could see how it could kind of look like parts of the turtle.
Yeah.
Back and stuff. Yeah.
At least it doesn't look like macaroni and cheese. We had someone who looked at it first and went, "Is that macaroni and cheese?"
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. Oh no.
Yeah.
All right. So Strong Wilt, they gave out prices earlier. How much is the shirt again?
$15 for adults, $10 for children.
All right, good stuff. So we have a couple things here. We'll just run through. So there will be some road closures. So make sure that you are aware of these if you're traversing Georgetown over the weekend. So public holiday is obviously Monday the 6th. The roads will be closed from noon on Sunday the 5th and are going to reopen at midnight on the Monday. So that's going to be Seafarers Way between Warwick Drive and Fort Street, and the intersections of Seafarers Way with Goring Avenue and Shedden Road are going to be closed. So foot traffic only. And then, so this again is just showing exactly those of you who might not know exactly where Goring Avenue is. That's the little side street there right across from Hogseye Bay. And okay. All right, good stuff. Now we have the full schedule of the event. Tell people where they can find more information on your social media platforms as well.
So on the ministry's Facebook and Instagram page, all of the information is there. Also on our Where We From 345 Heritage Hallback campaign page, everything is also posted there. On the government website, everything is posted there also. And if they fail to find any of that, feel free to give us a call in the ministry 244-2424 or send us an email at ysch-events@gov.ky.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure if they don't know how to get a hold of me, they know how to get a hold of Tanissa, because we seem to be everyone seems to know Tanissa, not me, but Tanissa, or she's family. Sandy, do you know every time we go out with Tanissa, there's somebody that we meet that she says, "Oh, they're my family too. They're my cousin."
Oh gosh, Sandra, should we drop this one here now?
Yes. Well, I mean, she got Georgetown and East End blood and everything in between, so not entirely surprised. Go ahead, Tanisha.
And I may know Sandra as well. I mean, we may or may not be related.
Look here, Tanissa.
Oh my goodness. All right. So this caller says check WhatsApp messages. Hold on a second, honey child. What am I looking for in WhatsApp? There's a lot of messages coming in. I think we had the winner already. Which WhatsApp? Hold on. Let me see what's going on. They tell me check what's up. Oh, nice. Okay. Open until 9. All right. So they're telling me where you can get some merch. You can get the Cayman Islands license plates, and you can also get that pillow at the Cayman Islands Turtle Center at their Splash gift shop. So everybody getting free promotions today. Ooh, I'll take a neck pillow. That looks nice. Yes, honey child. Comfy. All right. So more merchandise available. It's good to know where you can pick up these things for sure. And you know what? They make amazing little gifts. When you have people visiting, you give them a little Cayman t-shirt or something to expand our pride beyond just our borders. So Debbie, good morning. Debbie says, well done, Brian, creator of the Caymanian shirts. CMR apologize if it's misspelled. Is that the same young man who did those as well?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, he's very talented. Oh, yes. Okay. All right, beautiful. Dominique says beautiful, really nice job. Paul joining us from Bermuda, asking if the items are available online for sale. Soon come.
Soon come.
Yes.
Miria says, Sandy, can you ask us if the turtle will be tagged with the name Longcelia?
She will be called Longcelia, Miss Amelia, for sure.
Yes. Good morning, Miss Sue. Richard says, hi, Sandy, my love. Good morning. Good morning to you, sir. Johan says, real Caymanians should be given free shirts and food. Johan, stop being cheap and wanting everything for free. The only thing you can get for free at Brown is, okay? Nothing else.
So, well, on Monday, Johan can go and get a snow cone and a cotton candy and a bottle of water for free.
Look at that. And you can get some ocean breeze and some nice Caymanian salt water and Hogside Bay for free too.
Exactly.
All right, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us today to talk about, again, the return of Emancipation Day. Folks, go out and celebrate. I mean, own it. You know, this is our culture. This is our history. It's really, really important that we know it, first of all. I saw Johan's comment about, you can see why we need to teach more of it in school. And I think absolutely. So, you know, tell us a little bit about who Longcelia was, because, again, she was a forerunner and fighting for freedom.
Yeah. So in doing our research, we discovered that Longcelia in 1820 overheard that freedom was coming. And, you know, I guess she was the precursor to Cayman Marl Road.
She was on the Marl Road. Yeah.
Yeah, she was a precursor to Cayman Marl Road. And she shared this information with other slaves at the time. And because of that, she was charged by 12 gentlemen and received 50 lashes when she was found guilty.
Oh
and this was during a period where
Wait a minute, she was lashed for
sharing their knowledge.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness.
So again, in doing research, the best we can figure that the lashing took place in front of the museum, the National Museum downtown. And she got 50 lashes at a time when it was really reserved 39 for slaves, and female slaves were not giving lashes. So again, you know, she's a precursor. She was someone who was, you know, trying to fight for freedom, spread the word as well. And so normally when you look in the region, there's always one symbol or one person that is kind of the solidifying figure that everyone rallies around. So for us in Cayman, Longcelia is that person. And so, you know, we're diving more into who she is, you know, who's her family, what is existence. So according to the records, she was a very, you know, tall, slender, dark woman. And again, we don't know really what happened to her. There's a lot of rumors and speculation of where she went. So we continue to follow the information to find out what happened to Longcelia. You know, where did she go? Do we have any descendants? But in the meantime, you know, we do recognize her enduring spirit, the spirit of resilience, you know, and again, you know, that Caymanian fortitude and, you know, resilience that we have within us all.
Wow. So interesting. So we don't really know much about like her family history or anything like that. Oh my goodness. We all need to do those 23andMe tests so we can put the puzzles together and figure it out.
Yeah. So one thing we didn't mention, and I do think Johan will enjoy this, is that one thing the ministry has embarked on is documenting in video format and oral history of our people telling our emancipation story. We know there's history books that are written about the Cayman Islands and for the Cayman Islands, but they're not written by us. And you played the little clip that it just at the beginning of the show with Miss Lucille saying, to know who we are and where we're going, we need to know where we're coming from. So the ministry has embarked on a documentary that we will be airing later this year, because we wanted to make sure that it is perfect before we set it out. But it's a start to a longer term plan of making sure that every year we have some part of our history documented in a format that can be shared, not just to the wider audience, but students can use to learn about our history as Cayman in schools. So we will be letting the folks know when we will be airing that. Like I said, more likely towards the summer, right before school starts, we will have that project finished. And we've gone to our local experts, our persons who have that knowledge. So Dr. Roy Bodden, Dr. Steve McField, Miss Lucille, Dr. Roy Murray, and others who have that formidable knowledge of our emancipation history. And so again, we want to tell the story through the eyes of our Caymanian people, not having someone come here and tell our story for us.
Yes, beautiful.
So,
and I mean,
I know
I mean, that's one of the things we try to do with our Cayman Voices segment as well, because, you know, who better to know what our story is than our own people. So absolutely wonderful. So Lavana is saying that when I went to Atlanta to visit my son, I took him a few more Cayman merchandise items, keychains, proud to be Caymanian sticker, hat, hoodie, long sleeve Cayman shirt. And he already had the bag. And he also has the Cayman/Jamaica flag tattooed on his leg. So he's good at representing 345 Cayman all the way. Marlon is her son. Thank you so much. Joanne says Auntie Sandy is obviously a descendant of Long Celia.
Oh gosh.
I don't know, because she was tall and slim. I'm short and chubby, so I don't know. Or the modern
it might be from your Macfield side of the family, Sandra. You don't know.
Who knows? Or the modern day version for upsetting the status quo and pyramid of power. Oh my gosh. Johan has a way with words. Mr. Dean Gillette says, I think it's disrespectful to call a turtle after Miss Trusty, aka Long Celia. She should be one of our national heroes. I think you're overthinking it, Dean. You know, we don't disrespect turtles. We love turtles. So it is, it's a, you know, a bit of appreciation, I think, that it's being done. So Marlon, that's you here, giving your mama a big shout out. Oh, so sweet. So Miss Park Journal says Miss Barnes is speaking so well. I love this segment. Sounds like they want y'all to come back on the show. Honey, yeah. And then someone says to me, Miss Barnes is your first cousin, wink. And I'm like, yeah, I think
actually I'm her favorite cousin.
She's elevated
I supply her with biscuit cakes.
That one I might know that one. Caller, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Morning. I just had a quick question, and sorry if you said this already, but on the Monday holiday, will people be allowed to swim in that area, the Hog's-Eye Bay area?
Yes. We've actually cleared it with Port Authority, so people will be allowed to swim and jump off of the dock. So it's going to be the Hog's-Eye Bay event that Minister Bryan hosted 2 years ago, I think, or last year. So it's going to be open to the public. The Cat Boat Association will be there. A gentleman has reached out as well, CJ Moore, about using his glass boat for older persons or persons who might have mobile issues that are not able to get in and out of the cat boat. So we have people who are approaching us as well. So there will be an opportunity for people to go into the water.
And no, we do.
I was just making sure because I know ships were in, but I wasn't. So
We've already cleared all of that with Port Authority. We have been, we've been doing a lot of work in the background.
Yes, and just a big shout out to our partners at the Coast Guard, the RCIPS, EMS Services, 911. Everyone's all on board to make sure that the activities that are going to happen on Monday in the harbor and whatnot are going to be safe. We have lifeguards coming over from the Cayman Turtle Center. Coast Guards are going to be out there on jet skis, and their boat's going to be out there. RCIPS is going to be in amongst the crowd, walking to make sure everyone is safe. EMS will be staged right there along with fire service also. So a big shout out to our uniform service partners for joining us and making sure that each event that we're going to have is safe and everyone can feel that they're going to be okay.
Wonderful. All right. Good stuff. So someone's asking about a calendar of events. We'll get it and post it up on our social media. So just keep an eye out for that, Miss Gabby. And Johan says these two ladies should do all the PR for CHT. Great job by two dedicated and knowledgeable Caymanians. Yes, sir. Moving on up. Okay. Thank you so much to Miss Ventisha Connolly, Tanisha Barnes, both from the Ministry of Youth, Sports, and Heritage.
Good job.
Wonderful. Again, Emancipation Day, folks, is back. Celebrations start on tomorrow, so make sure you represent by getting your merchandise and wearing your 345. I'm going to be all decked out in the studio, and I'd like to see you guys do the exact same thing as well. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you,
Thanks
Sandra.
for having us, Sandy. Have a
All
great
right,
one.
have a good one.
Bye.
All right, folks, get on it. Emancipation Day is back, honey chill. Yes, let's watch that video one more time just in case.
We're losing our culture, and we need to go back to the old days.
We don't stand tall anymore. We don't know who we are. We are already a minority, a numerical minority in Cayman.
We're too easily outnumbered. We didn't have large families, and so that's why we're at a disadvantage now. We don't have a national identity, and we're struggling to develop a national identity.
And that's why it is important for Caymanians to know where they're coming from.
When I ask Caymanian children, they don't know 1/10 of the things that I know about my heritage.
If we don't address where we're coming from, we're going to think that we're somebody else. And we're going to allow other people to come here and, as the Rastafarians would say, down press our culture.
All right, folks, welcome back. Love it. All right, Emancipation Day is back. And I'm so glad, you know, you guys might not remember this, but when we kicked off the conversation a couple of years ago on this, we did end up almost being like a full show. We're talking about the importance of Emancipation Day. And I'm so glad that the government of that time was actually listening. And I can tell you all that I personally reached out to Mr. Panton, and he said, yeah, why aren't we celebrating it? So thank you to everyone who has made this day a reality. And it's something that we can celebrate as part of our, as part of our heritage and our culture. So let me see here. So this was back in August of 2022. In fact, August the 2nd, because we're talking about how the rest of the Caribbean celebrated it on August the 1st. And I'm just going back into my archives. And in fact, I don't want to misspeak, because it looks like he actually reached out to me. This is former Premier Wayne Panton. He actually reached out on the 2nd, and he said, I saw a bit of your show on emancipation history, and I've been having conversations with my QTP peeps. Who's QTP? OTP, sorry. Office of the Premier. Yes. OTP peeps about reinstating our own Emancipation Day in Cayman. And I said, wow, I said, that would be huge. Discussion started a few weeks ago, so your conversation was a nice coincidence. He sent me that on August the 2nd of 2022. So there you go. Thank you, sir. And thank you to all the hardworking staff in the ministry who, again, have made this event a reality and put on all these different components of the event. Really, really important. Park says Caymanian, hashtag Caymanian status proud. Gabby will throw up the schedule here in just a little bit as well. And I want to ensure that our team, let me just send this to Misha real quick. I want to ensure that our team actually has it on our community calendar, because don't forget that we have a community calendar right on our website, NPOs. You can send us your events, and we're happy to post it up. So everybody's asking about that neck pillow, honey child. Turtle Farm, y'all getting some free promotions today. But here is the neck pillows that they have for sale. Look at that. This is great when you travel to kind of take a little bit of Cayman with you on the plane. Ooh, beautiful. So they've got the neck pillows, and they also have these little license plates. And by the way, not for nothing, but in case y'all haven't noticed, in my background, I actually have one of these. Look, yeah. Hold on now. Big shout out to Nikki at her little store. She has a lot of, hold on. Let me go this way. See? There's that same license plate right there. And then I got a 3451 right underneath my custom Cayman Mall road sign. Yes, sir. Look at that. And you can see flags in the background on this screen and on these screens over here. The top screens never stay on. They always go to sleep. But those are all Cayman flags on the quad screen over in this section as well. So definitely 345 proud. Mm-hmm. Trust me, when you've had the opportunity to live in somebody else's country, you really appreciate Cayman a little bit better. I mean, I have lived. Hold on. Yes. I have lived, let me see here now. Yes, I lived in the US, as you guys probably know, for 15 years. And there were so many things that I missed, especially as a kid, like growing up. Oh, that's why I love green mangoes and saw so much in a turn mangoes. Oh, I can't get enough. Which I want to do a big shout out to one of my neighbors. I'm sure he doesn't want his name mentioned, but he got a mango tree that is divine. And honey child, he brought me some mango. He just left them at the front door, and I knew that was him. When I saw them, I was like, oh, I'm going to be in mango heaven tonight. They were so delicious and so meaty. Now, I only like the Cayman mangoes. Don't be bringing me no Nam Duck and no East Indian and no this, that. No. Keep all of those mangoes for yourself. I don't want them. I don't care. I don't need them. I just love my local common mango. Ooh, y'all sending me all kind of merchandise. What? Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. Cayman Islands. Oh, this is available on Amazon? Cayman Islands flag. Oh, it's a towel, I think. Oh, wow. Yes. What is this one? This one is the the umbrella. Oh, yes, I need an umbrella, please. Oh my gosh. Yes. You heard what Tanisha said? She couldn't open the umbrella because she was inside. I'm like, y'all Cayman and superstitious. What is this? The Cayman Islands car handrail box cushion uniform. Oh my gosh, we got all kind of merch out there. We got pins. Yes, coat of arms, beautiful glass. And listen, when you think of all things Caymanian, they even have the steering wheel cover that is Caymanian steering wheel cover. When you think of all things Caymanian, you cannot forget David, who has, amazing. Oh my gosh, he just has so many amazing jewelry pieces. In fact, please remind me, I'm not really big on rings. Normally, the only ring that I wear is on the ring finger, but I do have my Cayman coat of arms ring. So if you don't see me wearing it tomorrow as part of my entire getup, do remind me to go back and get it and put it on. So I'm going to wear my Cayman coat of arms ring. Of course, I have my Cayman coat of arms pendant. But tomorrow, we're going to dress up and pull out all the stops. So tomorrow, you guys will see, probably for the first time in a very long time, you're going to be seeing me wearing my Cayman flag. It is one of a kind. The only person in Cayman Islands who has one. But I will be wearing that with pride tomorrow as part of my gear for 3-4-5 day as well. Annie says she's traveling next week, so she's going to get her a neck pillow. Thank you very much. Where can you buy the merchandise? Well, there's different places. You've got the museum, Turtle Center that has some, obviously the merchandise that was featured today. Go to Government Building after 10 o'clock, another half an hour, and you can grab some merch there as well. So Miss Amori, Government Building after 10. Debbie says, Sandy, I'm with you. Only Cayman mango for me. I was trying to look at the picture of the ones I took the other day because they were so delicious. Oh my God. Ay. Let me see here now. Let me see. When did I take a picture of my mangoes? Oh, they were so good. Oh, love. Beautiful neighbors. He left me a little bag full of mangoes, and I was like, oh yes, I am going to. Oh yeah, I think this is them. Oh yeah, honey, chill. This is when I put them in the little container to wash them and stuff. Hold on, let me show what my mangoes were looking like. Nice and big. I mean, big for common mangoes. They're not a big breed of mangoes per se. Hold on now. Hold on. So I have a couple people every year who supply me with mangoes. So big shout out to Miss Iva. She has a very interesting tree. She has a grafted tree that actually does several different varieties of mangoes. And of course, my favorite is included on there. So Miss Iva, I'm looking forward to a plentiful crop for you this year. And then Miss Lisa Scott has some beautiful local mangoes. And normally she gives me, I know she's been busy, but normally she hooks me up with some as well. So I makes it a meal, honey child. I sit down with my, I don't do the vinegar too often now, but I'm gonna sit down with my little seasoning salt and my black pepper. And my daughter now, she's getting into it. Although I must tell you that she doesn't really like the seasoned salt. She just prefers the regular salt. But she'll get there, honey child. After all, she is a Caymanian. I remember the first time she tried mango as a baby, she was like, barely had a few teeth, and she's like, yum, 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 yum. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Caymanian for you. Live happy says, so true. No place like home. Relocating and settling permanently in another man's country can be emotionally challenging experience. Yes, honey child. Shamika says, I love Cayman long mangoes. Sandra says, I'm going to travel next week, and guess who's going to get a pillow and Portugal rum cake, Portugal, for my family back home. Which Portugal rum cake? You mean Cayman rum cake? Just salt for me, says Irvin. You eat it with just salt? Huh. Yeah, you have to watch the salt though, because you know blood pressure and thing. So try to be sparing with the salt. Mango by the beach and the salt water, yo, says Aliano. You know it, you know it. Yes. Okay, honey child. This person says, all the nammed up mangoes you get sent to me. Ay. Oh! This person says, please come to my house and get your mangoes. They're green and the tree is loaded. Not too green either. I need them turned a little bit, but still firm. Wow. This is so awesome. Yes, honey child. Thank you. Adding her to my distribution list. Okay, hold on now. Somebody sent me this shirt. Oh my God, I need to get this from Marlon. Hold on now. Hold on. Look here. This is so funny. This is so hilarious. We're gonna thank Johan for this one. This is the best shirt I have ever laid eyes on. Hashtag Cayman proud. This one says, my wife is Caymanian. Nothing scares me. Good morning, caller.
Hey, Sandy. Good morning.
Good morning, my dear. How are you?
I am great.
Fantastic.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I got 5 long mango trees, Cayman long mango trees in my yard.
What?
And I be giving away mangoes every day by the bags full.
What?
Because I juice some, I make mango jam, I make mango drink, and I blend it. I blend the mangoes with star fruit and ginger, and it's an absolute refreshing drink.
Wow. Okay.
So you're over in the DMS building, right?
No, I have my own home studio, but you can leave them there for me because I'm actually going to go by there today to drop off a few items for people. So you can feel free to leave them there because I am planning to drop by today. The DMS studios, yeah.
Okay. On another note, I make and sell banana breads.
Okay.
$20 a piece.
All right.
So I will trade you a banana bread with some of your brownies. I want to taste them. I keep hearing about your brownies.
Yes.
So I will make a trade.
Okay.
And you can take my number and then we can make them. So when I'm making a next batch, which would probably be over the weekend, because I'm soliciting some orders right now, because you know it's a long weekend holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
And
you're gonna do banana breads, and you do them for $20. And
Right.
can we give people your number over the air now in case they want to order banana bread?
Yeah, that's fine. 927-4733.
All right. Sounds good. So 927-4733. Order up your
That's right.
banana breads, and yeah, we'll do a trade. We'll do a banana bread for some brownies. Now, I must tell you, I don't know what you put in your banana bread, but one of the things that I discovered when I would make my banana bread that was kind of a fun, like, you don't do it all the time, but kind of a fun addition is, the Milo that we use to obviously make Milo, right? The powder. I put that in the banana bread, and it gives it like a little bit of like a little chocolate swirl through the banana bread.
Okay. Well, I haven't tried that, but I blend the walnuts, and so you don't get the chunks of walnuts, but everything is blended. So it's nice eating. It's not dry. It's nice and moist. Everybody that I've actually given a sample to, they've ended up coming back and making orders.
Well, we have several people now who heard you talking about your mangoes, and they wonder if they can get a bag too. So Shamika says, wow, he can give me some. Natasha says, caller, I want some to make for mango chutney. Jerry, sorry, says, I'm here for Cayman Long mango donation. And Lizette says to put her on the list as well.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds fine. I give away a lot of mangoes, just like every day, because the mangoes have been ripening up for like about the last month. Yeah.
Nice.
And,
now remember, I don't like them ripe, turn mangoes only.
Well, I got some ripe, I got some turn, and I still got a lot that are green.
Yeah, I like them turn. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. 927-4733. Give him a call for some mangoes or banana bread. Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right.
Have a good one. Yes. Support your Caymanians, honey chill. Annie says, I once saw a car decal that says Proud Caymanian with the Cayman Islands coat of arms. I wonder if they can do one for me that says Paper Caymanian instead, laughing out loud. Christopher says, where's the East Indians? In my backyard. And the tree is loaded this year. Oh my God. I looked at the tree yesterday. Wow. Miss Stacy, go in the backyard and take one picture for me now. Let me see here now. Okay. So the tree loaded. I mean loaded. I was like, wow, when did we have such a beautiful mango season? And I think this year we are going to have, I hear a lot of people saying that not only is their tree loaded now, but it looks like they might actually have more than one crop because some trees actually bear a couple times for the year. So, but you know what Caymanians can tell you, oh, that's a good sign for them storms, Sandy, especially this early in the year. You see mango trees so loaded, y'all gotta be careful, them hurricanes coming. Remember Hurricane Ivan? Mangoes were on the trees in February. I was like, yes, I hear you. All right. You got the number there, Vanessa? Where can I get that shirt I need for hubby? All right, guys. So 10 o'clock, you can go to government building after 10 o'clock and get your merchandise. Live Happy says, do you know that if you eat raw carrots dipped in vinegar, it tastes like green mangoes? Live Happy. Are you trying to really live happy with that comment? I don't want nothing tasting like green mangoes. I want the real deal. Raw carrots dipped in vinegar taste like green mangoes? Not my turn mangoes. I doubt that, honey chill. I don't know. I mean, I'll try it, but I get it. You're trying to get us to eat healthier, but honey chill, mango season only comes once a year. You know what I'm saying? Gabby says, I rather the Julie mango and my papa have a next tree where the mangoes are bigger than my head. Wow. I wonder what kind of mango tree that is. Okay, honey chill. Actually, on Tuesday, I have another interview booked for after the show. How about Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday? All right, honey, chilling. Everybody good? All right, let's look at a few things going on around. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I am trying to back up. I need some help. I need some tech help. So I'm trying to back up my my phone contents because I want to back everything up and then wipe everything. Because my gosh, with over 80,000 videos and another 60,000 pictures and this and that, Lord knows there's just too much stuff on my phone. So I want to wipe it all. I've got a terabyte phone. It's still stressed. But my husband was trying to help me, but he got distracted. I saw him laughing in the office when he was supposed to be trying to figure out how to back up my phone. And I'm like, excuse me, what were you laughing at? So evidently, he found some video of Gigi that is so cute. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I want to share it with you guys. This little girl is so funny. So, you know, COVID hit. Yes, honey child. We all remember them days. And so we couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't take Miami trips. We couldn't shop. We couldn't do nothing. So praise the Lord for good family, because our cousin in Florida was like, you know what? We're going to send a care package to you guys and just let us know. So we actually have the first care package that they sent, and they would send it by FedEx. The first care package that we had, trying to see if I can find it. We have a little video of Gigi unpacking the care package, and oh my gosh, she was so into it. Give me a second. It was, she is so funny. It was March of, oh my gosh, I found the little video of my, speaking of all things Caymanian, hold on. I'm going to show you all this video here as well. Big shout out to Jonathan Webster. See a little video on of him dating back on my phone as well. Let me see here now. Oh, Lord. Gosh, there's just too much stuff on this phone. Like, I'm trying to go back in time and I'm like, whoa. All right. So these are from, I can't even tell when these videos are from. What's the date on these? Okay, that was July 2020. Oh God, I got to keep scrolling. Hold on. I'm scrolling. I'm trying to go back to about March or May of 2020. Hold on. Okay, I think we might be getting close now. Yes. Misha. Oh my gosh. Misha, your first interview in CMR was April the 2nd. We should be celebrating an anniversary of 2020. Yep. That is so hilarious. All right, hold on one second now. So, she had a meltdown. I should show y'all one of her meltdown moments. Oh God, she had this fictional friend called Mr. Brownie. I don't know. Her and her dad started this thing about Mr. Brownie. I think maybe she's watching something in one of her little YouTube videos, Mr. Brownie or Mr. Browning or something. And so she actually thought that he was a real person. And she wanted to go visit him, but of course, COVID, you couldn't go visit him or anybody for that matter. And so she was not happy about that at all. So she had a little breakdown where she wanted to go to Mr. Browning's house. And I was like, honey child, who the hell is Mr. Brown? No. Calm down, honey child. But look at this. Let's take a little walk down memory lane. COVID seems so long ago, but yet it was just a couple of years ago. But have a listen to this. This is really funny. So this is her actually unpacking her care package from the state.
It's my clothes. What is it?
Look
it's
at this.
My clothes. It's my clothes.
Is it ready for daddy?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Only for me.
Only for you, only for her. She's like,
No, they still can't fit me.
they sent a lot of stuff. Lots of shoes.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
They sent stuff that was a lot too big for her too, because she's very, very petite. But that was fine.
Today for the party get here. We are going to go to Mr. Brownie's party.
See,
and
she's
see
talking about the fictional man, Mr. Brownie. Like she's really into him during this time, like big time. So, like I said, COVID, we couldn't go anywhere. So.
Oh, yay. I can't wait to put them on today for the party get here.
What party is that we're talking about?
We are going to go to Mr. Brownie's party and see what Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig shirt.
Yeah.
Yay! Peppa Pig.
Oh my God!
Nice. Look at this Peppa Pig one.
I see it.
Yeah, I can't wait to put them on for the fashion show. My boots.
For the fashion show.
And I can't wait to put on this too.
What fashion show are we talking about?
The fashion show tomorrow.
Yep.
Oh, Dad, this is Frozen.
What? For me?
No, for me.
Oh.
It's just different when we watch on shows because it's not the new ones we watch. No, it's only the new ones. Oh, I can't wait to put that on tomorrow.
Everything she's gonna put on tomorrow.
Oh
my goodness.
What are these?
I don't know. What is it?
Okay, I will check what it is. Uh-oh, it's for a grown-up.
It's for grown-ups.
Yeah. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this, Mom?
What is
What
this?
is that? Is that toothpaste?
Yeah.
What is that toothpaste? Is it for me?
Yes, it is.
Toothpaste for me! Yay! Big toothpaste for me!
Yeah.
I'm getting older now because I'm getting like, ooh, wow, what is this, Mom?
Wow, that's beautiful.
Oh, this is my favorite dress.
That's your favorite dress now?
Yep. Ooh, this is my favorite one too. Purple.
Everything's her favorite.
Ooh, what are these? Minnie Mouse shirts. Wow. These are my favorite too.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Everything is your favorite.
I will put that over there so I don't spell it. Okay. Ooh, wow. New clothes. Look at this.
Are any of them for Daddy?
Nope, they're for me only.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I mean, everything in the box is for her.
I think that one can fit Mommy too.
No. It's a Frozen dress. For
She's really
me.
into Frozen.
It's a Frozen dress for me.
That Frozen dress.
Gorgeous.
Daddy.
No, that's for me. And Frozen shoes too. Wow. I can't wait to do that for the fashion show today. Ooh, wow. Ooh. Mom, look at this.
Oh my God.
Lucy,
I can't wait to put on that too.
it seems your timing is right because she literally just walked in like
look at
about
this
5
pretty
minutes ago.
thing. I got
Oh
that
my
pink.
gosh. So she was having a blast unpacking, and there was a lot of stuff in there. Oh my gosh. When we received the care package, like, oh, we'll send you a few things. It was like a whole new wardrobe reboot. I'm like, what on earth is all of this stuff? She's so precious. Now, this Mr. Browning, like I said, Brownie, whatever the heck his name is, that was her and dad. And so, like, the stresses of COVID, I mean, obviously she was having a fashion show. She was planning a big time fashion show and all this fun stuff. But then there was a times when she was just, Aliano said, I'm giving him baby fever. There was a time when she was like stressed out. And, you know, we obviously had to take on as parents, not just our own stress of being confined and whatever, but we also had to take on the stress of knowing that our children didn't necessarily understand what was going on. Like, how did you explain? That was 4 years ago now, 2020. Yeah, so she would have been all of 2 going on to 3. So she wasn't quite 3 yet because her birthday's in August. How do you explain to a 2-year-old? She had a pretty good vocabulary for a 2-year-old, I must say. How do you explain to a 2-year-old what's going on with COVID? Like, it took a minute and she was afraid of people with masks. All of a sudden she's like, why are people wearing masks? And it took a minute for kids to adjust. But this was her having a little moment where she was getting a little bit stir crazy. Look.
I want to go to Mr. Brownie.
Ay, ay, ay. I was like, Mr. Brownie.
Right, but I want to go to Mr. Brownie.
Oh my
Where's
gosh.
Mr. Brownie, please?
It's on another country.
He's in another country. She's
in another country.
In another country. But you know we can't go on a plane right now, right?
But he's not on a plane.
Yeah, but to get to another country, you have to go on a plane. And remember, we can't go anywhere right now.
COVID.
That's just how it is for a little bit, okay? I'm sorry. You hurt yourself?
No.
No.
Take it easy, Mama. It's okay.
I didn't hurt myself.
Okay, well, we're all very upset about the situation.
Trust me, I was upset about
Give me a
COVID
hug.
too. I was upset about COVID too.
But I want to go to
I know.
Mr. Brownie.
I want to go to Miami too.
But I want to go to Mr. Brownie.
I know, Mama. We all want to go somewhere right now, and it's just not happening.
But we need to go to outside. But in my dream, it was raining outside in my dream. But you said I can't come. But I was misting you and crying. But I saw Lego scared me in my bed. I was scared. But thing Uncle Nav was here.
Such poor little thing. She's having dreams. I mean, listen, poor kids. They took on the stress of COVID too, not being able to go places, and it was stressful for them. What a hot mess. Thank God we've kind of come out on the other side of COVID, and I'm hoping that the Chinese don't release anything else on us anytime soon. Boy, those were days. Inspiring, it sure did. Said the pandemic affected so many people, starting from the little ones and the teens. Yeah, it was, like she just was getting stir crazy and wanted to go outside and wanted to do stuff and couldn't go to school, couldn't see her friends. It was very, very challenging. And you could see that she was even expressing that, hey, she was having a bad dream. And she's very, very expressive. Even now, this morning, she told me she had a bad dream last night and she remembers her dream. And, I'm a dreamer. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I do have a lot of visions and dreams and whatever. And so it looks like she does as well. Her father, he swears that he hardly ever has a dream. And I'm like, really? Very, very bizarre. One of the few dreams he ever had that he's actually shared with me was in relation to, I might have told you guys the story about when I got pregnant, but I actually had a dream, a premonition about the pregnancy. And then the same weekend, he had a dream, he had a premonition about it, but he didn't say anything to me. But he started Googling pregnancy and older moms, right? And so then when we found out, he was like, I literally just had this dream this weekend. I'm like, well, I had a dream this weekend too about being pregnant, and somebody else had a dream and they messaged me about, I just had a dream about you. And those little games that you play on Facebook, their thing came up saying, Sandy's going to have, I think it said I was going to have twins, but they're like, Sandy's pregnant and something. And when I saw them send that to me, because it was so early on, you don't tell people in the first trimester, right? And I kind of chuckled at it when they sent it to me, but there were all these converging things happening at the same time relating to the pregnancy. So it was like super weird. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's keep the show moving, honey child. But so cute. Yes. She, we did our best with COVID. What can I tell you? It was tough days. Then for sure. Speaking of mangoes, hold on. This looks like a mango video of her eating a mango. This isn't her first one. I think I have a picture of her eating her very first mango. Again, it was a turned mango, Caymanian style. No salt and whatever for baby, obviously, but she was enjoying it. So look at this one of her eating a mango.
Delicious mangoes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it delicious?
Because of the season.
The season?
Because of the season?
Yeah.
Because of what you put on the mango?
Yeah.
Which is what?
Oh.
Delicious.
Delicious. It's just delicious.
Maybe kids don't like it, or babies.
Uh-huh.
Maybe babies don't like it?
No.
But you like it?
No.
You don't like it? I thought you just said it was delicious.
But all the time, I don't like it.
You don't like it all the time?
No.
But every time I get mangoes, you're always begging me for
I
mangoes.
know.
So
She's always in my mango
like it all the
stash.
time?
No, I don't bag.
She said, no, I don't bag.
Are you sure?
No, only dogs bag.
Only dogs
bag. Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you ask mommy for mangoes. Do you ask mommy for mangoes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes that's called begging too. Like if you really, really want it.
Mm-hmm.
You like mangoes?
Like, I don't know about that.
Like.
You don't have
Like
to beg
dog.
like Coco, but it's a different kind of begging. But you love green mangoes?
Mm-hmm.
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 Yummy. Mommy loves green mangoes too.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I don't like red mangoes.
Red
mangoes?
No.
Kids are so funny.
Come.
They do say the darnest things.
Yummy in her tummy.
Yeah.
Yep. Too funny, too funny. All right, let's get back to more serious things. So yesterday, what can I tell? Oh my God. Okay, one more throwback video. One more throwback video. This one is let me see here now. Oh my gosh. This one is, oh gosh, this was our Brack trip when we went to Cayman Brack. Oh, we had such a fabulous time in Cayman Brack. All right, one more. This is an Alden video. Hold on. Because, you know, Alden was trending during COVID, honey child. So let me see. This one says, on a thought you had it bad.
Is going through the same, as Cayman says, sufferation.
Sufferation. Yes,
My
sir.
pool isn't cleaned.
Uh-huh.
The AC in my bedroom is leaking. I gotta have to sleep on the couch because we can't use the AC up there. I have one toilet that doesn't flush. I'm sure
One
there
toilet
are people
doesn't
with much greater challenges than that.
You better believe that.
But we have to make do, because to allow technicians into your house
Mhm.
is to introduce the real risk that the virus comes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I will sleep on the couch.
Yes,
rather
sir.
than call someone in to fix the AC. I know exactly what's wrong with it, but I can't fix it.
I had my suspicions he might have been sleeping on the couch for some other reason. But anyway, he said it was a broken air conditioning. All right. All right. Go on through, sir. Go on through. Okay, folks. I tell you what. Yes, sir. Okay, so yesterday we had some brazen, and I do mean brazen, individuals who decided to go and rob in broad daylight, rob Captain Bakery. I was just like, why? Who does that? Who y'all robbing Captain Bakery for? I mean, I just want some of the good bread rolls with some nice fish and ting and ting. Anyway, these people went and robbed Captain's Bakery yesterday. We were in the vicinity as I got word of it. So decided to go by and have a look at what was going on. Police presence was there, and they were very much in the area. And crime of scenes actually showed up a little bit before crime of scenes did. And then they were going to go and process the area. We haven't heard anything official from the RCIPSs yet. So I did see on Eastern Avenue, right by what we call Dog City, that intersection there, police presence was there. There was one police FRU vehicle, and then further up the next street over. So they were already making sort of patrols in the area, trying to locate and find who might have been responsible for this burglary. So if we get any further updates on this situation, we will obviously let you guys know. It's very, very unfortunate. I mean, I can't believe, You know, we never thought we'd see the day really where we had this level of crime in our community. And also, so brazen. They don't even wait till after dark anymore. Oh my gosh. No, sir. Miss Sue said it must be the food, honey child. So here's our little clip in case you missed it on social media yesterday. All right, folks. So we have it in good authority. It's minutes to 5. Apparently, Captain's Bakery was just robbed. Helicopter has gone up looking for the robbers. Of course, if you are in the area, please proceed with caution. Breaking news, Cayman Mall Road, bringing it to you first, as always. Remember, we're Cayman's #1 news source for a reason. So take your time traversing traffic. The FRU unit is on Eastern Avenue and other locations. So I find these robbers, honey chow. What do you think they were looking for? Some like good bread? I mean, seriously? Leave Captain's Bakery alone. All right, folks. RCIPS here on location doing their job. All right, love it. All right, so there you go. Somebody just said, they said, did you hear the sirens? That's the ambulance coming to get me after your Alden's couch comment. I laughed too hard and dislocated my neck. No, sir. This person says, listen, ask Miss Stacy to drop a bag of those East Indian mangoes for me and let me know when I can collect. They're not ready yet. They're not ready yet. Because you know, some mangoes don't taste good. They don't taste good turn or anything like that. So they're not ready yet. They're still babies. Soon get there. What? Yes, sir. What a hot mess. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, honey child. Yes. But yeah, the tree is very, very loaded. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at it now. Gotta keep those iguanas out of the tree, boy. They are so disgusting. No, sir. All right. There was a historical connection between our islands, former Bank of Bermuda, Butterfield Bank, Britcay Insurance, and now Stafford Surfaces. Huh. Okay. Bermuda company wins award in Cayman. Someone just sent me that. Thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate it. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Morning, dear.
How
are you? Hello? Is that what? I couldn't even hear what was said. I will exchange a Cayman umbrella for 6 green Cayman mangoes. Oh, y'all doing some serious bargaining here today. Okay. All right. I'll send you his number. Oh, you're going to give me a Cayman umbrella for 6? You will exchange a Cayman umbrella. So who? Hold on now. Oh, you're going to give him a Cayman umbrella for the mangoes. Oh, my goodness. All right. Somebody says, yo, put me down for some mangoes, please. If they're being given away. No one gives away mangoes. Well, sometimes the trees are so bountiful. Seriously, I don't know what that call was all about. Y'all stop calling me with foolishness. What is the strategic plan to decrease crime levels? What's the prevention action? So I tell you what, thank you for that comment, Ms. Pat. We are going to play, let me see if it's available yet. The, hold on one second. Oh my goodness, let me see if I can. I'm going to see if I can get the, oh my, I am looking for the police, because this might help to answer your question, Ms. Pat. The, yes, the crime and traffic statistics report. Let's air that tomorrow. Okay. so we can go through that. It's over an hour. It's like an hour and a half. So let's air that tomorrow, and then we'll talk about it during the show and stuff as well. Sounds good? Some very interesting things that came out of that. Okay, honey child. So mark your calendars for tomorrow, students. Strong Will says we have another holiday on the 20th of this month. What holiday is that one? Okay, I think that one is, hold on. All right, hold on. I think that one is, because remember now, we didn't get rid of, let me see here. We did not get rid of Constitution Day. So would that one be Constitution Day? Hold on one second. Let me just see. I'm going to tell y'all. Okay, so let me see here now. So the one later this month is, we're in May, Discovery Day. So today, this week, Emancipation Day, Discovery Day. And then we get an extra one in June. The royal birthday celebrations, King Charles III, that'll be June the 17th. July, we get a holiday in November. So between July and November, we take a break from having a holiday each month. And then we pick back up in November with Remembrance Day. And then we've got the Christmas holidays and stuff that follow shortly after that. So the first couple months of the year, we have a holiday every single month. So January, we get New Year's Day, National Heroes Day. That was the 22nd this year. Then we have February is Ash Wednesday, Good Friday. So we got 2 holidays there. And then Easter Monday was April the 1st this year. And then May the 6th, Monday is Emancipation Day, and then Discovery Day. All right, so that's Discovery Day that is coming up. Olive says, I'm glad I don't eat mangoes. Ooh, honey child, you don't know what you're missing. I'm just saying. Thank you so much for everybody. Everybody's paying attention. Okay, so let me just have another quick look and see what else we have going on. So we were mentioning it earlier today in terms of our court case update. First of all, I know we briefly mentioned it yesterday. If you missed yesterday's show on the Cuban situation, please go back and watch it. We do have a young man who says that he wants to come on the show because there's some, misinformation. Oh, love it. Oh, we have someone who's going to be donating some books for us. A bit of Cayman history. Thank you so much. Wow. All right. So we have a Cuban young man who says he wants to come on the show. He says, good morning, Miss Sandra. I saw your live on your channel and there's a lot of misunderstanding and wrong information. I'd like to go to your program and answer a lot of questions to the people about us. Okay, listen, I'm here for the dialogue. I'd rather them come on this show and talk about their feelings and express themselves than going on the steps of our government building. I'm just saying. They're going to not upset people if they do it. It's about how you do things sometimes, not always what you do. So, yes, you can come on the show and you can explain the situation, explain your perspective. It's fine. I don't have any problems listening to people. Once they're respectful, it's fine. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
Morning, Denny.
I was going to call in yesterday, but your show was busy.
Oh, yes.
And then when I was listening to your show earlier, I realized why I needed to call today. Because it has to do with our history. Do you know what May 1st and August 1st have to do with each other?
May 1st and August the 1st? Well, May 1st was our Emancipation Day for Cayman. August the 1st is a lot of the other Caribbean. Or is there something else I'm missing?
On May 1st in 1972.
Oh, in 1972. Sorry.
The Cayman Islands dollar was introduced to replace the Jamaican dollar.
Okay.
Which remained in use until August 1st, 1972.
Wow, interesting.
So that's all for today.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Amjad said, what's the number for the show? 936-2626 is the telephone number. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of trivia and a lot of things that we need to learn, honey chill. Okay. All right. Somebody says, oh, this is Gabby, Auntie Sandy. This is Julie Mango, not fully there yet. And they get back. Yeah, the Julies get pretty big. They are very big. Speaking of Julies, Madam Juliana O'Connor Connolly, I understand, is traveling at the moment to Miami. So wishing her some safe travels. Folks can go to Cayman Sense next to Wendy's on West Bay Road for t-shirts and all things Cayman. Hello, good morning. Oh. Okay, honey chill. Call the show number. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, good morning, Miss Sandra. How are you doing?
Hello, Amjad. I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. First, your show is putting the truth out for the public, and that's something we need in Cayman to expose the bad stuff happening to our community. We are a small community, and we need to, get rid of the bad stuff in the country. I noticed recently I have bad experience in contacting, when you call government building, you call a ministry, any ministry, nobody answer the phone. The phone keep ringing, like it's a ghost town. The government building is a ghost town. Like nobody is scared to answer the phone. Most of the people, I see them, recently I went inside the government building for some business. Most people texting, and they are in their personal phone. Please pick up the phone and answer people. There is people today, they need something emergency. Like myself, I trying to contact the Minister of Health for many months now. I can't reach to her, not to her office in Prospect, not to her office in the government building, and I can't get answer. Even her secretary says she not giving her number out, and she not passing my number to her. So why she have office in Prospect to answer the general public what they need? Maybe somebody have emergency, health emergency, something, need to speak to the minister. This is very important. People answer their phone, especially government officials, government ministers, government secretaries. You can talk maybe to the governor easier than talk to a secretary for a minister. It's very bad. It's very bad. I mean, it's very bad.
Okay. Yeah. So you're trying to reach the minister or just someone in the ministry?
The Minister of Health. I'm trying to reach for almost 3 months now. I can't reach.
Okay. Which ministry is it that you're trying to reach?
Ministry of Health. Try call Ministry of Health. If anybody answers you
say
now,
that again. Which ministry?
Ministry of Health.
Of Health. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
You can reach Ministry of Health anytime. You can reach any office. Call the Deputy Governor office. You can reach. Call anybody. The only office in government building answer is the Governor office. Somebody will answer. Other than that, nobody will answer you. Call from downstairs in the government building. They put you in hold. They told you hold, and you stay half hour holding. Nobody answer you back again. That is what is going on in the government building. There is, I remember Mr. Manderson speak about we have to, like civil servant, have to be more, more professional, talking to people, dealing with people. But I don't see any improvement. It's very bad. It's very bad. And the last thing I want to speak about, Ms. Sandra, is really, it's hurt my heart when I see people who is a Caymanian, who's in the street in a very dirty clothes, homeless. He have nowhere to go. I just ask in one question. Those people in the assessment unit, and they are opening office in waterfront. I don't know. They are serving the tourists. They don't see they are in front of their office in waterfront, sleeping from many months. Why they can't do something? Those lazy people working there, I'm sorry to call them lazy, because they are not going all over the island and trying to help those people. They are helping the people who lazy, they don't want to work, and they are helping them. They're driving cars and smoking and drinking, and they are collecting $900. But the people who really in need, those people who sleeping in the street, don't have home, don't have no place. It's shame in them. We need to start held responsible, not the politician. We need to start held civil servants for not doing their job, like public bus transport system. It's very bad, the public transport system. Until today, no solution. We just pay $300,000 for I don't know who, and then the thing sleep and nothing happen, and the report gone in the dust in the shelf. It's very bad. It's very bad.
All right. Sounds like you got a lot of grievances.
Yes. It is just because your show I speak. I don't speak anymore because it's enough. I get hurt too much because I speaking out, and I get punished too much because I speaking out. But sometimes when I see somebody hungry in the street and he's Caymanian, and those foreigners, they come in here enjoying the beach, and their attitude bad, and they cussing bad word, and they smoking weed all over the place, and nobody is punishing them. It's just the Caymanian who pay the price. It's very sad. Thank you.
Thank you so much, caller. Appreciate it. So Galaxy Quest says, why is it that we believe that we have to reach government ministers for everything? Amjad couldn't get a hold of reception. Who? Erdogan in Turkey? What? So I was a little bit confused. I think sometimes he was saying minister, but I was wondering if he was meaning the ministry. And that's why I was saying, well, who exactly were you calling? And he mentioned that he was trying to get through to the ministry of what do you call it there now? Of health. So what I'll do is I will reach out to the Ministry of Health and see if we'll pass your number, Amjad, on to them, and perhaps they can have somebody call you back. I mean, I don't know exactly what it is you're calling about, but we will ask them to give you a call to see if they can't follow up. Okay, honey child. Yep. Okay. All right. 936-2626 is the telephone number. Man said, those foreigners, says Johan. Speak, Amjad, speak, says Aliano. All right. So a couple interesting cases. Mr. Lobo is going to stay in jail. He tried appealing his 16-year sentence for drug importation. And I hope my prize. Okay, can't read these messages while I'm on air. But yes, so he appealed his case, and unfortunately for him, and probably fortunate for everybody else, the appeals court said, "Not today, Bobo." Said, "Sorry, not today, Bobo." Former customs officer. I mean, is it not crazy that certain people, listen, you shouldn't dabble in certain things. Customs officers dabbling in the importation of like guns and drugs and anything illegal, that is just like next level crazy. Anyway, he tried to appeal his 2019 conviction because one of his co-conspirators that actually flipped on him changed their mind, and they tried to reverse their affidavit, their sworn testimony. They tried to undo it and said, "Oh, no, I didn't mean it," whatever, all these years later. And the court was like, no. Apparently there was even some questions of the authenticity of this turnaround type of a situation. So the court found that that's not going to work today, Bobo. Sorry for you. So yeah, the Court of Appeal is, they obviously are sitting at the moment and looking at quite a few cases. You got to come good when you come to them for an appeal, because the chances of you getting it are probably slim to none. All right, so somebody said, a few comments coming in on WhatsApp. Oh, by the way, Gigi put it together yesterday. She's like, "Mom, do you know that there's two different kinds of WhatsApp? There's WhatsApp, like if you walk up to somebody and say, 'Hey, what's up?' And then there's WhatsApp, like the app on your phone." I was like, yes. And I suspect the app on your phone, WhatsApp, came from the fact that we say what's up to people when we see them. So it was kind of a play on words. She's like, It's so interesting when certain things occur to them. They're like, "Wow, did you know?" And I'm like, All right, a few messages that came in. This one says, "Can you please inquire with the government, what do I have to do as a Caymanian to apply for asylum in Cayman?" What the hell? No, sir. A Caymanian applying for asylum. I really want to have access to housing, the $150 gift card, and whatever else little freebies this bunch of ingrates are receiving. This was yesterday's show. Sorry, I'm just seeing your messages. As for Hunter, he's had 5 successful businesses, according to him. He should hire each of them to alleviate the burden to the citizens of this country. Well, he actually, he didn't say he had 5 successful businesses. What he said is he actually had 5 or 6 failed businesses, and now he has 2 successful businesses, the coffee shop and his other one. So that was what he said. So just a little correction there. Here's another comment. "No disrespect to the lady calling. More government regulation to oversee how many children you have will do nothing." This is from yesterday's show. "Stop looking to the government to fix issues that arise from fatherless homes. The government is not a replacement for good men." That's for sure. Amen to, hallelujah. "Morals influence culture. Culture influence politics." Interesting. This one came in this morning. It says, "Morning, Alejandro was even on Radio Cayman yesterday afternoon with Sterling, and even Sterling had to ask him to call back another time with the ganja topic, as that isn't what they were discussing." Well, that's going to be Radio Cayman's problem and not mine. Not my problem anymore. What a hot mess. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Miss Sandra. I'm here at DVDL, and there's only one person who's able to work the driver's license machine. Once she goes for lunch, people renewing their driver's licenses will have to wait until she gets back for lunch at 2:15. Oh. That doesn't make much sense. Let's see if we can't agitate for some change over there, because that's nonsensical. Okay. Mary, good morning, says he's correct about when you speak out that you get labeled, though. We have Caymanians that talk and complain, but they're never brave enough to make it known publicly. True. Sandra says, why so many of you always blame the Cayman government? You are the one responsible for your issues. If you're in need, go get a job. Is that no matter what as long go get a job? Is that no matter where, as long as you're making a few dollars? Okay. Oh my gosh. Siobhan says, well, damn. Laughing out loud. No, sir. He didn't learn. If Hunter has so many businesses, why does he want to run for election? All right. So should we just call Hunter and clarify? I mean, I don't want to put words in the man's mouth. Let's just call him. I mean, he should tell y'all himself. I'm not his campaign manager. So let's hear it right from him. Berman says that sounds like the licensing department. What a hot mess. Ay. Hold on 1 second. We'll see if we can we will see if we can get some answers from DVDL. Okay, he's unavailable. So he'll have to answer that question for you. I mean, he can tell you why he's interested in running. I can't really tell you. But I know he has 2 businesses presently. I don't think he has more than 2, is what he has said. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me see now. Mm-hmm. Okay, honey child. So I'm so pleased to see that that the merchandise for the merchandise for the Emancipation Day has really been doing well. Congratulations to them. Looks like most of it is sold out. They underestimated how much y'all love Cayman merch. This situation with DVDL, this is an easy fix. I mean, like super easy. You just hire somebody who can relieve her, not hire somebody else. Surely there's somebody already there who is able to relieve her, cross-train people to relieve her from her duties. Because she's got to take her lunch break. But that doesn't mean you close the photo booth because somebody has to take lunch. That's inefficient. Get it together, government. Okay. Right. Thank you, Valerie. Beautiful. Okay. I don't know about that. Okay. Irvlin says sizes medium, large, extra large, and double X t-shirts are all sold out. They only have 3X and 4XL left. Wow. Irvlin went, child. She's like, she wants her shirt. Well, get them as an oversized shirt. You can wear them as beach shirts, shirts around the house. When y'all just lounging around and you don't want to wear full ensemble, big shirt and some shorts, and you're good to go. He probably won't answer because he did mention something. He said now he see why people don't answer you when you call about you set up. I don't know. You would have to go back to comment from yesterday's show. Oh, that's what he said. I didn't even see it. Well, he's the one who's declaring for public office, not me. I'm confused by that, because if you're making comments in the comment section and I call you to clarify the comments that you make in the comment section, how is that a setup? Like, should you not be in a position as someone who wants to run for public office to explain what you're saying and perhaps even defend your perspective and why you think a particular way and why you say the things that you say? Y'all are so soft. You're used to hand-holding. And I can tell you, if you're entering the world of politics and you're looking for somebody to hold your hand, do yourselves a favor and don't run for office. And then we don't care what you're just another citizen talking nonsense, and nobody's going to take you up that much on it. But when you make a declaration, a public declaration on this platform, especially, that you're interested in running for public office, and you say certain things, hello, honey child, the people have a right to question you. If you're already going on like this and you're not in public office yet, imagine if you ever got elected, what your attitude would be. I'm just saying. Oh, he said that? I didn't even know. Gabby says Hunter said the day that you call him off guard about the Cubans, he say he won't be answering the call no more. Oh, okay. I did not know that. So thank you guys for informing me, because I had no clue. Well, he doesn't have to answer the call. That's on him. He sounds like another MP that I know. Several of them, actually, that don't want to answer people's calls. Yeah, that's the kind of MP we're looking for, who don't want to answer calls and tell us why he says a particular thing. What a hot mess. Strong Wilt says, congratulations to you, Sandy. You're the one that pointed out that Emancipation Day should be a holiday. Thumbs up to you, honey child. Yes, a couple of years ago, we did say that for sure. And coincidentally, the premier said that they were already thinking about it. Marshall, good morning. You're late to class this morning. Where you been? Thank you. Let me grab another one in black, says Irvelin. Yes. Siobhan says, that's why I said if he's running for government, he needs to be ready at any given point. Marshall says he already sounds like a politician. He needs to stay away from politics. Damien says, know how to debate, think quick now, or not prepared. Wow. I mean, I don't, boy, y'all would not be able to survive any real debating situation at all. Y'all couldn't survive politics in any other country where, them people rapid fire that they put you under. Y'all are so soft. When did Caymanians become so soft? Our seafarers, our men wasn't like this, When did we become so soft in every regard? Oh my gosh, no, sir. Siobhan said, yep, that's exactly what he said. He definitely won't get my vote if he's not going to want to answer calls from the people. My goodness, no, sir. I'm just asking a few simple questions. You said what you said, and I'm just asking you, why are you saying these things? All right, honey child. Sean Wilt says Hunter just wants to get in just for the money. He not ready. Gabby says he won't be getting no vote from me. He's too childish. Marshall says, I'm not late. I've been here all along. Oh, my good morning text was just sitting there, and I didn't realize it until now. Oh, you hadn't hit the sent button. Garrett says we got soft once we stopped sailing. I guess. And is that rain? Oh my gosh, it's raining outside. Oh man, that's going to hold up my little project. Rain, rain, go away. Come back another day. The good thing about Cayman rain is it doesn't normally last too long. Wow, where do these rain showers come from? Anyway, we're thankful for the rain. Praise the Lord. We need it. The fruit trees need it. Is it raining in Georgetown? Because I don't know where this rain came from. All right. Limited quantities of t-shirts remain on sale. Wow. Not much left. Go get your Emancipation Day shirts, folks. Go on and get them, honey child. All right. Debbie says Hunter won't answer because he claims you set him up yesterday with your call. I guess you missed his comment. Yeah, I didn't see it. But honey child, if you can't answer simple questions. Imagine what happens to the more complex stuff. You're not ready. You're not ready. Irvin says no rain in town yet. Hurricane season is right around the corner. Siobhan, yes, indeed. Okay. Okay. It's not raining yet, but soon. Okay, folks, that's all she wrote. Gabby says, I think he mad because you mentioned his wife, I think. But I think it was a legitimate question that a lot of you were asking in the comment section. Did he have a particular sympathy and a particular view of the Cuban narrative only because he's married to a Cuban national? Y'all were asking questions and I just answered it on your behalf. I'm here in Northwood and it's raining. I love it, says Strong Wilt. Marshall says you can't be thin-skinned if you're running for public office. That's for sure. We got too many of them in there now who fit that criteria. Okay, so tomorrow is Friday. So remember, folks, the game plan for tomorrow, wear your 345 merch. I will have mine on. Gareth, good morning. Says May and November is a transition month for the Cayman Islands between wet and dry season. And, ooh, it's coming down hard, honey chow. I don't want it to rain too long because I got stuff going on, projects around the place. All right, so tomorrow, wear your merch to celebrate 345 Day, Emancipation. I know, Damien, I know it's good for the trees, but can we just get it for a little bit and then it stops and we get sunshine again? I'm just saying. All right, so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. The month of May is here. Today is May the 2nd, Emancipation Monday coming up, all the celebrations. See you, Siobhan, thank you. RMR says Hunter has shot himself in the foot at every opportunity. He should sit out this election cycle, work on improving his knowledge, solution skills, and ability to listen to understand. I think most people, RMR, would definitely agree with you. And depending on whether or not he's able to achieve all of those things in the next 4 years, maybe then we see some improvements to come. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think that there's some people who just don't have it in them because they don't want to learn. And I mean, that's his prerogative, if he doesn't want to, but you can't expect to represent the people of these islands if you're not even willing to engage with them, be willing to learn and listen. I think that's a very, very important skill that you mentioned there, RMR, is the ability to listen as a representative of the people is a very, very important one. So he sounds like he's in his feelings. He wouldn't be the first wannabe politician or the first MP who gets like that. And there's nothing that I can do about that. If you're in the thin skin business, don't get in the politics business. Prospect getting some green now. Nice. Kaboom. Kaboom! Says Siobhan. All right, good folks. Y'all have a beautiful day. Hope that y'all are doing well. And we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Yes? Go and enjoy the little rain because after that comes the heat and the sunshine. Toodaloo. Oh, looks like it's stomping already. Hallelujah. I don't think it's going to last very long. I'm trying to look at the cloud coverage. Sometimes you can tell by the clouds. All right. Everybody good? Everybody behaving themselves? Bye, Miss Hilda. Be good. Johan, behave yourself. Have a good day, folks.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels. And visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.